All right, what's up? Happy Friday. How's it going? I think we're good, right? Yeah, we should be. Let me just make sure I can hear myself, right? Yeah, I think I can. Cool. All right. What's up? Hey, it's GatorX, and shoot, I forgot to set up background music. Dang it. Anyway, hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. Back with our usual Friday live stream slot at 2 p.m. This morning, I did live stream a reaction to the Pokémon Presents. I almost called it Nintendo Direct. But, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So, fun Pokemon morning for Pokemon Day. So, like I said, I wanted to keep the same usual time slot because obviously, you know, let's stream the reaction and then post a video. And then I had something to do. And then let's come back with the... a live stream. Usual live stream, about, I don't know, 3-hour time slot. I don't know if we'll stay in the whole thing. But I'm like, okay, everyone is just going to want to talk about Pokemon Day, so let's just talk about Pokemon Day. I'm seated. Yo, howdy. Tropical theme is appropriate for Gen 10. True. So true. I'm going to get some music once I transition to a thing. But yeah, see, I really lucked out with the whole, like, okay, okay, the visuals, right? Obviously, you know them, the new channel visuals and everything. I was like, well, I think we're gonna need to just kind of lean back into the tropical theming, which I had before, and I kind of want to go back to it. And I'm like, well, you know, big brain for Pokemon. Also, if you'll notice, we've got the car jar. No pressure or anything, but I will say my car needs a new alternator. So the car jar is there if anyone wants to help fill it out. But Pokemon Presents. Pokemon Presents was today. That's kind of what we're going to be doing. Now, I've also got the capture card hooked up so we can get Garchomp at some point. Yeah, we can get Garchomp. Mega Garchomp Z. That's there, right? Actually, we won't need music for that. Actually, hang on. Can you hear the game audio at this point? Or I think I'll need to reset. Oh, no, that's right. There's no game audio because we're just on the title screen. You know what? That's not a bad place. Why don't we start that off and get Garchomp? Let's get Garchomp real quick. And maybe after we kind of talk about the presents a bit, maybe I'll boot up Pokemon Fire Red. I'm not going to stream Pokemon Fire Red. It'll just be kind of more background stuff. But, so one of the things in the Pokemon Presents today was the Garchomp Z. And it's like, it's not even a huge thing. It's just a quick thing. Oh yeah, Link Play, and we want to go Mystery Gift. Titles. I've got titles. Anyway, alright. Should be right, get via internet. I think we'll be good. Hey everyone in the chat. Hello. Weewa, I guess. Oh, for Wind and Waves. Oh, the acronym to call it that. Special distortion detected. Wind Waves, Pokemon Weewa. I could see that. Of course, that's all like fan stuff. Hello, gang. What's up? I had to suffer through excruciating pain and drowsiness. You fought through it all so you can watch your presents. Oh no. Hope you're doing well. Feel better. And let's see. Gen 10 actually looks pretty good and was really... Also, hang on. Yes, disconnect. Okay. Gen 10 actually looks pretty good. Fall, you really want more trainers? Yeah. Or more trailers. You choose a water starter? Nice. No, wait, I don't want to enter a ranked battle. No, wait. I gotta stop button mashing. Stop. Get me out of here. Get me out of... Okay. So, Garchomp. Is that going to show up? Also, I hope this one's well, just because of how much I potentially got going. I'm actually not looking at the screen. Hang on. Which one's the Garchomp one? If you're watching the extra little stream yesterday, we kind of had a lot going on. No, that's not it. Is this the Garchomp one? That one looks kind of new. Right. Or would it be one of these? Do we know? Oh gosh, what's the easy one? Just notice a blue car glass in the corner. Yeah, that's the car jar. All I'm saying is that I had to take my car to the mechanic. So the car jar is there just because it will fill up potentially. Calling it your thing in Generation 10 is Singapore. It's a good chance. It does definitely look like something Pacific Ocean. Hi, what's up? Get them stuff. Wait, oh, get them doing stuff during the rank battles. Oh, for the other things. Okay, the Garchomp's not even difficult. Okay, so while there's a gacha game called Wuthering Waves, and it gets shortened as Wuwa. Oh, it's behind Quasar. Oh, is it this? No. Do I have to scan or anything to get it to show up? Or is it the one like farther behind Quasar? Yeah, let's check both of them. Then have a backup save that we don't want. Oh, here. Also, so what I was saying is that hopefully this goes well enough, because I'm not looking at my screen just because of how much I got going on. So I'm actually just playing off of the capture card feed for this. I'm looking at the stream feed right now. Thankfully, it actually doesn't have that much like lag or that much delay. So I guess that works out. Kind of janky. Unidentified megastone detected. That's it? Okay, nice. Yeah, we don't want to go into big distortion. Let's get Charizard. So anyway, how's everyone feeling? While I'm grabbing Charizard, while I'm grabbing Garchomp Z, how'd everybody feel about the Pokemon Presents? And what specifically stuck out to you? Also, that thing is big and spiky and scary. Oh wait, yeah, that's what I want to do. Can you get an ice move? Oh wait. Can we give you an ice move? Ice Fang. Yeah. I forget, does he get... No. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, yeah. So, interesting morning. You know, that's right. Normally... dude, I forgot how to stream. I normally talk about my day on Friday. I've had a pretty good week, just again, because we did an extra stream yesterday. We did the reaction stream today to the Pokemon Presents. He's just floating there. Menacingly. Oh, no, I wanted to take a picture. I like that it's more red. I like the more red in it. Speaking of more red... Oh, wait, no, I don't have enough... Uh-oh. I don't have enough Mega Energy. Let's get one hit, and hopefully... Okay, there. Go, 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 go! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh. Okay, we gotta actually try and dodge stuff. This guy's big. Yeah, we're gonna need everyone to like jump in, and I'm gonna need to also dodge myself. Oh shoot. Okay, maybe I should be watching this on the actual TV instead of just the stream feed. You know, maybe the immunity was like the right way to go. Go, my shiny. Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about like the shinies that I've caught in the save file, right? Yesterday during stream, because we found a few shinies during yesterday's stream. And I completely forgot that Gardevoir was just my first shiny in this game. Nice. Garchomp Z, it's mine! Okay. Yeah, I know, I still gotta get all audio balance and everything. I'll make sure that's good. Okay. Well, we got our Garchomp Z. Calm the mysterious Pokemon. Hype and the protagonists don't look like dorks anymore. I think they look pretty good. 6 out of 10. Your expectations set too high for 30th anniversary. I think that the presentation overall could have been a little better. I know they had a lot and they kind of zoomed through it. I kind of would have liked if they stopped and did like the things they do in other presents. I know they wanted to get through it and they didn't want it to be more than 25 minutes, but honestly, maybe it should have been 40 minutes. I would have taken a 40-minute presentation if they would have like talked about more things, like, you know, done a little bit of a breakdown. I think specifically for like for some of the other things. I know it is like a lot of trailers back to back, but I kind of might have liked some other things. Well, anyway, we got our Garchomp Z. So I think that's kind of it. I think that's kind of it for this for Legend ZA. I like the trailer. I think the trailer for Winds and Waves specifically was really good. All the, like, compared to all other Pokemon reveal trailers. I think the presentation itself was, you know, not bad. I think it really needed like that sun and moon moment. And it didn't really have it. Like, as in like the, you know, the build up to it. And again, I'm talking about the the presents overall. Save proggers. Okay. Well, we got, oh yeah, that's right. Could run through Fire Red. Here, let me pull up the presents, and we'll kind of like chat about it a bit. Let me see what else everyone has. Everyone else says. And also, while I'm here, I said I was gonna get some music going. So let's have some background music, because I'm not gonna play the audio of the presents. We'll just kind of yap mostly. And let's see. Hopefully that sounds okay. So anyway, let's see what else we got in chat. Do you think that the reason they were delaying, or not delaying, do you think the reason Winds and Waves is releasing 2027 so they don't have to compete with GTA 6? No. It's a very small sliver on the Venn diagram of Pokemon fans and GTA fans. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying the sliver's a lot smaller than, like, literally any other game. It's understandably a whole year. They just want a second month. Just want the third month a year. What? Did I see the additional information of the website for the Pokemon Winds and Wave? Yes, I did. And we'll be breaking all that down. I should pull that up. Shiny hunting for Charmander and Fire Red Leaf Green. Wish you luck. Ooh, are you resetting? Wait, that might be kind of fun to do. That might be kind of fun to do, to like reset for that. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the sun and moon music? Can you hear it? That should be playing, right? Let me just make, sorry, I know, I'm not ready, and not ready, and like I said, I had to go out for a bit. I had to, after the presents, I made my video, and then I had to go out to bring my car to the mechanic, and then I had to come back, have some lunch. Yeah, it's Holy City? Nice. Amateur streamer? Yes, nice. Amateur streamer Gatorex. He's only been streaming for 4 years. He's only been streaming every week for 4 years. Give him a break. Do I have every Mega registered in Legend ZA now? I should, right? Oh wait, no, not the, I haven't, no, I don't. Maybe further confirmation for the other gimmicks will actually be there. Yeah, it feels weird that the arena is still too small for Dynamax. Oh, for champions? Yeah, that's right. Actually, I think I saw that there was like some other news for Pokemon Champions on the Pokemon website. Let's see. So I think, right, Pokemon. Yeah, look at this here. Just on the website, just all the stuff they announced, like all the news. Yeah, like all the news is just like, they got a lot. Yeah, there was a second trailer. Okay. Champions. That's where we're going. Videos. Was it? No, that's part of the presents. Where was the second video? No, oh, that's the video of the presents. Never mind. Is there a website for Pokemon Champions? XP official website, champions.pokemon.com. Yeah, there it is, the Champions website. Oh yeah, see, there's another trailer. Alright, let's pause Sun and Moon. And watch this other trailer then. Oh wait, no, this is the same one. I could have sworn there was like another look at like Pokemon Champions or something that I saw about. Well, the point is we're on the Champions website. Might as well chat about it now. Oh, I think they might have only released on the Japanese channel. Oh. You got a link to the Japanese? Yeah, no. Who's your, or what's your favorite? Pokemon GP. Oh, this one here, yeah, see? Here it is. Let's watch that. It's a dome. Okay, this one's... Okay, that's not in-game. Looks like cutscene stuff. But they're kind of showing the style of it a bit more. There's Tatsugiri and Dondozo. They're just in a corridor there. Also, that's kind of cool. Like, the dome's a big luxury ball. It's the Las Vegas Sphere. Oh? Oh! Hello? Yeah, where was it? Okay. So they're original characters, then? For the game? Who's this guy? I can't read it. Yeah, of course that guy would have an Incineroar. So yeah, why the heck wasn't this in the direct, or sorry, direct, in the presents? Okay. Hey, wow, check that. Wow, that looks like a really cool channel right there. Wow. Also, hang on. Can I gush about this for a second? I know I've already said like I'm so happy with my all the new art that I got for the channel. But I mean, I love that now. Finally, I have one like that's very much in the Pokemon style. Cause like, look at this. He blends so well. He just blends so well with the Pokemon, with like the Pokemon art. Oh, I love. Okay. So, yeah, Pokemon Champions. Okay, let's see what we can find out here on the channel then. Okay, yeah, mostly shows off characters. I think there were some people though. Oh, that thought it might have been an in-game cutscene. Yeah. I mean, it looks subtropical nature. Would assume something Caribbean in nature. To me, yeah, I don't know. You asked your sister which version she wanted and chose Waves. Guess you have Win, and you'll be the Yeehaw Cowboy. Yeah. Really excited that it looks like there's a decent amount of single-player content. Okay, he's the leader of the Frontier, and she's the head of the Battle Arena. Okay. Gameplay news. Latest news. Oh no, that just brings you to the Pokemon. Oh, okay, look, see here? Now this shows you. Okay. As you enter Pokemon Champions for the first time, you'll be greeted by a variety of friendly faces that will always be around to help as you prepare for battle. Tatora will help you get in the swing of things, but help you enter competitions. Kit will help you partner with the Pokemon at Roster Ranch. And Cordy will share new strategies with you as you battle in Pokemon Champions. You'll meet Caraway and Kojima too as you enter the battle. So we just got a bunch of like original characters then, and they're just like, we don't gotta show that. Okay, but that only shows on news, community, forums, Pokemon, and then that's. I haven't been on this website at all, so I assume some of this was probably already here. But like no, hang on, casual battles, okay, ranked, casual, private, victory points, master, okay, and I'm assuming this is all like general kind of stuff. Masters is gonna be interesting. I might try to get into it, but of course the thing is that yes, it is like, you know, competitive battles, but I'm gonna want to check it out at least. So there's some sort of, you know, I don't want to say campaign, but some sort of thing to do beyond just like put your Pokemon in a battle box and home and like and then battle. Okay, well let's see Champions screenshots. Yeah, see here screenshots of some of the setting. Again, cutscene, that's a cutscene. Cutscene. Cutscene, and then I guess just kind of shows. So why am I closing and clicking a new one? Early download bonus. Linking campaign. Receive Mega Stones and Pokemon Champions. Okay, look, so there's an alternate way to get the Mega Stones then. If you deposit Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, and Eternal Flower Poet, obtain a Pokemon Legend CA in home, and send them to Pokemon Champions, you'll receive... That's right, because the Mega Stones are non-transferable, huh? Or items just aren't in general. Link Pokemon Home will link with Pokemon Champions on the day it releases. Check the official website for more details. Okay, yeah, that's Winds and Wave stuff. Man. Yeah, so I think that's the thing is that I mean, I like that there's extra information on the websites, but I think normally that should be limited to, like, I think normally that should be limited to, like, extra detail, like, you know, kind of lore stuff, right? Like the Pokemon, right? Or the, you know, like this, like, hey, look, you know, here's like 2 alternate looks at the player character, and then, you know, the little blurbs about each Pokemon. I think that's fine to have on the website. Oh, also, I forgot to put the music back on. How do I keep forgetting this? Bro, how do I keep forgetting? Washed. I'm washed. Okay. So, yeah, that's interesting. Wonder how Dynamax and Gigantamax will interact with Megas and Z moves since Dynamax has no item restriction. Oh, yeah, that's right. You wouldn't want anybody to pop a Mega Starmie and then immediately double its health. Oh, I'm assuming then that if a Pokemon Mega evolves, it can't Dynamax. Or I wonder too, will they like have them all compatible at the same time? Because like, what if it's just that you choose your rule and then you can only do one gimmick? I don't know. Master Mega Evolve. Omni Ring. Protagonist of this title wear a device called the Omni Ring. It's an item necessary for Mega Evolution. It's similar to the Mega Rings in Pokemon video game series. Other special features may be added to the Omni Ring in the future. Let's see. So let me shrink chat a bit more so I can kind of read a little better. Do I think that we could see Gen 10 legendaries based on Caribbean settings? I don't know. Wherever the game ends up being, maybe. Hey, Mega Stones are purchasable in the in-game currency from just playing. Okay, that's right. That was, let's see, where was that shown off? Or where was that said somewhere? It's probably in like the screenshots. Or Pokemon. IDK, I'm not going to chat too much about champions. I mean, maybe a video, but like, the only thing I would say is just like, why did they hide this from us? And it's the, you know, and show the new characters. But that's the Champions news, and Champions is coming out in April for Switch, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be cool. I don't know how much I will play it, but I'm very happy for Pokemon to have like kind of more of a definitive thing, like for battling. Oh, you're testing right now for CA compatibility. Predicting Josh is going to get some pick Gekwa. Yeah, well, if you watch today's video. Let's see. Sorry, the guy isn't just the leader of the Frontier, he's the mayor. Oh, okay. The guy we saw in the trailer. Hope Wind Waves get rid of Megas permanently. I don't think they're going to include it. What's up, baby? Oh, Palm Bomb's just the best. It's a little baby. You die for Gekwa. Both Mega Evolution and Z moves coexist in Sun and Moon together, that's true. So adding Dynamax and Terra types just seems to flow. I guess. But you are curious of like, okay, what if you just Gigantamax or Dynamax your Mega Evolution? That'd be funny. Kind of scared about this game. Haven't paid to win stuff. I hope it isn't too much of that. I hope that there's like, again, being a free mobile game. But the thing is, I think because it's like going to be the grounds for competitive Pokemon, I'm going to assume it it'll be fair. I'm gonna hope. Oh, they mentioned a battle pass at one point, which you think is very scary. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That was in the one of the screenshots. Oh no, that was on the press website. No, it wasn't. No, it was somewhere else. I just, dang it! I just saw the battle pass. No, that's not where we were. Oh, we're just gonna switch screens, but we'll see. Remember, like the stream, it helps Gator. True. Dang. They mentioned, oh wait, Battle Pass. Yeah, fully expect Season Passes and Champions. Hope Winter Waves. That's not too open world. I mean, it's gonna be. I just hope it's like, I'm just really interested to see how environments are handled with it. Temu starters. Every starter looks weird when you see it for the first time. Well, I guess let's go ahead and back to the direct and kind of, maybe bit by bit, I don't know. Definitely think a Pokemon won't be able to use multiple gimmicks. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like one Pokemon will be like not allowed to, do multiple. I assume that if you Mega Evolve the Pokemon already, then the like Dynamax option disappears. No home support yet, so I figure about the gimmicks named after computer data. Pay things we know or subscription that includes things like extra boxes and such. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be like, I think Pokemon TCG Online, not TCG Pocket, TCG Online is handled decently well. Yeah, can we revisit Pokopia a little? You didn't see that part yet? Heck yeah. I should just have it playing. I'm not going to have the audio on, but I should just have it playing. How's it going, y'all? Going pretty well. Going pretty well. Just hanging out. And not playing. Just hanging out. We already got our Garchomp Z. And so I'm just kind of... we'll kind of go along with the Pokemon Presents. Oh yeah, this thing. So this one, like, I said it during the reaction, but I thought this was going to be... For a second, I thought this was a Game Boy Mini, which would have been so good, but it's just a fancy-looking music player. And, it's a cute idea. But, of course, again, it's like, well, I feel like the need for MP3 players, basically, or music players aside from your phone is just kind of like, you don't have a use for it anymore. Unless you decide to do like, you know what, I'm throwing away my smartphone for a week and let me get an old an iPod. Also, I think it's good that, Masada talked about the music, because that's, that's his deal. Oh yeah, I was like, they did not share enough about World Championships. I mean, like, there's a nice montage and everything. Now, let me actually pause. I don't know. I don't think I'm in here. I'm pretty sure. Because this has to be, like, when they first open the door. Oh, has the Game Boy thing said how much the music's going to be? I think it just comes all in one bundle. Yeah, I believe it all just comes in one bundle, but, like, the gimmick is that you can just switch the cartridges for different music. You do like having an MP3 player, but needing cartridges to play it? IDK Boss. Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I said. Yeah, look, see? It looks like it just all comes all together. And it's just the gimmick of, like, swapping out the cartridges with each song. I mean, yeah. It's a cute idea. Heard at least one comparison to Pokopia to Power World. Really makes you curious about Power World. I know they had like a farming update or something. I think that's what the comparisons were. Really wish they shadow dropped Gale of Darkness today. Wonder why no Coliseum. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to... Unless Coliseum releases... Wait, that's a good question. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, Worlds. I was going to say Worlds. Recap of last year, but I feel like they didn't say anything about this year. They revealed the art for it, but hopefully the tickets go on sale soon. I'm gonna really try to be here. So I'm gonna try again to hopefully get a creator pass. Maybe this time, maybe because of you guys. Maybe because y'all are so awesome, and we got the silver play button. Maybe we can get the creator pass. We'll see. If not, then I hope that all things go well and that I can get my regular pass. Then I'm going to San Francisco, and that'll be like the main thing I'm putting money away for this year. Of course, the car is. Yeah, the car. I mean, it's fine. It wasn't anything huge. But it was, like, just the fact that I needed, you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. Your car breaks down. Well, your car breaks and you have to pay to fix it. Dude, I love my car so much, though. Poor championship competitors. They're giving them literally no time to get ready in champions. Between April and then, that's not a lot of time, yeah. How much will the bundle be? I don't think they said. Or someone said probably on Twitter. Where's the green and yellow version collections for the Japanese red and blue? The one with Hound Hour, so they prioritized that one. They made the right choice. For which one? Also, space Pokemon. Yeah, this art reminded me Sun and Moon-ish. Space. I'm trying to think, does San Francisco have space? I'm trying to remember. Do they have like a center up there? Like in Bay Area? I feel no, yeah, like I mean not San Francisco, but like Bay Area in general, they've got to have like a rocket launching site somewhere there. Yeah, not being compatible with Fire Leaf Green is disappointing. Gen 3 release are never going to be replacing the old releases. Wait, for which one? What's not compatible with Leaf Green? We're looking at Gen 10. Won't be limited to Switch 1's hardware. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's only... Oh, no, won't be limited. No, sorry. I thought you were saying won't be limited to Switch 2. You're saying that it's Switch 2 exclusive, and it won't be limited by being on Switch 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. All you see Z moves and champions. Hi, hey, how's it going? Z wasn't ruined by Switch 1. It was rushing ruined it. I think that to me it doesn't feel rushed. It feels like weird choices all around. Oh yeah, Pokemon Go. They just kind of talked about like the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go. Oh yeah, the TCG thing was just like, they did not say anything about this either. They showed off a bunch of old cards. Yeah, they showed off a bunch of old cards. But then they didn't say what it was. They're like, the future of Pokemon TCG, and then it's Mewtwo and Mew. But I mean, I think that's pack art, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's been 10 years of Pokemon Go. I know, right? So we gotta do it. We gotta make one of those videos this summer where it's like, you know, the summer of Pokemon Go. That right? Coming soon. What's coming? Exactly. Oh, okay. You're saying, I think I know what you were saying earlier about Coliseum. Oh, yeah. This was cool. With Red coming to Pokemon Masters, it's like the classic look. Whenever that event happens, do a quick little video on that. And it's just like a fun, you know, just kind of a fun thing. Red meets Red. Okay, Juliana. I forgot this guy's name, and his name, Florian. His name was right there, Florian and Juliana. Pokemon Sleep, Pokemon Unite. Yeah, the big thing was like this. Let's go, so hyped for Gen 10. I'm excited for it too. It's my favorite Pokemon game. I gotta pick. What starter am I picking? I'm going with Gekwa. For sure, I'm going with Gekwa. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, I'm going with Gekwa. For sure. Yeah, but this was the interesting one. Where it's like Pokemon Gale of Darkness is... They gave Gale of Darkness a release date, but I believe Coliseum still doesn't have one. But anyway, yeah, I'm picking Gekko. What starter is everyone else picking? Or probably end off on like Gen 10 kind of stuff. I'm just like, I mean, this is going to be cool, and I'll definitely play this when it comes out, but I wonder if they would, like, do what they released. Yeah, see, right here. Coming to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, March 2026, which is in, I mean, March is in, like, a few days. So I even wonder. Unless they did, like... Unless they were going to do, like, release them both at the same time? Because why would you put out Gale of Darkness before Coliseum? Maybe they did. Maybe they forgot Coliseum wasn't on Switch Online already. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. And then, yeah, trailer for Champions. We already talked about Champions. Again, confirmation of Pokemon Home compatibility for this. For Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green. And other titles in Pokemon game series. And then, yeah, the big Champions trailer. Talked about that. Garchomp Z. We already got Garchomp. Excuse me. Pokopia. Here, real quick. Let me just... Because I asked everybody their starters, so let me put the starters on screen while I read the responses. I think it looks good. Again, I need to see the actual game before... I need to see the actual game. Because I feel like it always, like, looks worse in trailers. And hey, thank you for subscribing. Also, do you get two... Oh no, 2 people subscribed. More or less the same time. Thank you for subscribing. Shore Knight, Potato Slices, what's up? Yeah, see, there we go. Yo, what's up?
Hey,
how's it going here? Alright, we gotta double check. We gotta make sure... We gotta make sure everyone can hear you. We got a surprise.
it's me invading your DMs to cause a ruckus and mayhem.
Yo, hang on. Let me just make sure... can hear you, because I know we got a lot going on, and here I am. I'm still not like good at I'm still not good at doing stuff live. I think they can hear you. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you can hear bait. Thumbs down if you can't, and then frowny face if he's too loud.
Testing 1 2 52.
I think they can. Anyway, yeah, we're talking.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, it's bait. It's my friend, my real life friend from the podcast that we need to get back to. Don't worry, man. My car's getting fixed. My car's getting fixed. So
I haven't talked all year. How have you guys been?
I haven't talked to them. All right. So starters. I just asked everyone what starter they're picking. Let me read some responses. What would you say?
In terms of their designs or choosing?
You know, let's say both. Or let's say one of each. Which design do you like best, then?
In terms of best, it's going to be either between Gekua or Pom Bomb. I do not mess with Brout. It angers me somehow.
You know...
I think it's the fact that it's more so that the beak is the same color as the eyebrows, which it looks cute and it's funny. I do laugh at it, especially because it just looks like it's pissed off all the time. But that just makes me think more of Angry Birds than Pokemon.
Yeah, everyone's making the joke. Everyone's saying he's the Angry Birds.
And as a design level, I'm not much of a fan because, like I said, because it's the same color as the beak, my brain puts it as like, okay, they're made of the same material. So does that mean that his eyebrows are just literally as hard as a beak? Like, if you try flicking him on the forehead, would you like crack your finger on it because it's that hard?
No, we have birds like that, right? You know, like it's like a turkey, right? They got the stuff on them.
I don't know if turkey's got it in this amount.
Well, for me, same Gekwa. I mean, I see people liking all of them, but I will say I think that a lot of people are kind of saying the bird's a little their least, and I don't want to say that people hate him, but I think he's the least popular.
It's just, aside from having a bird, which I don't think there was anything wrong with Rowlet being a bird.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more that the other ones have potential, because with Pom Bomb, obviously it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
You look at him and it's like, oh, it's a little Pomeranian, and then you have to wonder, what does that turn into? Because with all of that, he already looks like a little fireball with all the hair. So I'm imagining that's gonna get doubled down as he gets bigger.
I was gonna say, because you're a big Arcanine fan, huh?
I am a huge Arcanine fan. I just love dogs.
So this is kind of a similar. This is a very Arcanine kind of deal.
Like Arcanine already looked neat because as a Growlithe, you already had like a kind of messy flames, and then when he got bigger, it got spikier, so you're like more intense flames. Yeah. So here, having him be more intense, it kind of reminds me of Emboar. Like the pig, aside from being red, you couldn't really tell would become fire, but then with Emboar, with all the flames sticking around him, kind of similar with Infernape, you can kind of tell, oh yeah, no, there's gonna be a lot of fire here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I was surprised Gek was pretty popular, because I thought everyone was gonna be like, nah, get these eyelashes out of here. What is this thing?
The yassification.
The yassified Pokemon. No, gosh, yeah, the text my brother sent me this morning. So in chat, we got, let's see, probably Pig and Fire Dog, full Pombon support, dog, Pombon. Kind of want both the lizard and dog, Pombon. Need your flaming Tomy Fox.
What was the bird from last gen?
Bird. Oh, Quaxley.
Yeah, Quaxley. And then we got Dancer Duck, which, you know what, kind of neat. But I feel like that might be a situation here where you're just wondering what's it gonna turn into. Because if we had a Sniper Lizard and we had Dancer Bird, I don't know what having another Gecko is gonna be.
I kind of want it to just be like a big, like stay on four legs kind of Gecko, but I think that one might be. I know everyone's making the joke water type Salazzle, but it's possible.
Look, Salazzle, for better or for worse, is a pretty top tier design.
Salazzle is one of my favorite Pokemon.
So having water Salazzle, I don't see anything really wrong with.
Oh my gosh, wait, hang on. Wait. I got a screen share. So you can see what I'm dealing with. Okay, I think I can share that screen pretty nicely. Alright. Let's see. Fruit by the Foot commercial lizard.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah, this one. And we gotta pause the Sun and Moon music for this. Fruit by the Foot commercial 2002.
It's been 24 years.
This is me and Pokemon winning waves.
Trying to get all the lizard leaves.
No, this is me and Pokemon winning waves, and then Gekwa showing up. Bro, this commercial's insane. I wonder where this puppet is now.
He's so scared.
Yeah, he's like, what did I do?
And look, okay, don't change, or, all right, don't change the video. Like, have it end so that way it shows all the recommendations later.
Oh no.
Your thumbnail already kind of has her like trying to put her hands on you.
No, so stop.
You're already kind of going there.
Cease. Set up the cease and desist. Hang on, where's the sus emote? I got a sus emote in my chat now. Perfect. But yeah. So I think the starters are cool. I almost feel like okay, so typings. Like secondary typings for final evolutions.
I mean, one of the obvious ones for him is grass flying, which I don't know.
That feels a bit obvious.
Because at least when we finally got the final evolution, it was like grass ghost, which, oh no, wait, that was for the.
That was the Lola.
Yeah. So grass flying, I feel, has to be
freaky ass stream. Who said? That was you. That was him. It's the guy in
That
my head. It's the voice in my head guy.
schizophrenia is a hell of a drug.
It's the friend, yeah. I known you for too long. I known you for 14 years too long. But yeah, I think grass flying. A lot of people are saying fire fairy for the dog. Fire steel.
I mean, it could depend because right now it is cute. It's adorable. But a lot of evolutions do have, it's like tiny baby, and then it turns into a monster, and you're suddenly like, oh, I didn't expect that. Because
Yeah.
it could just turn into a really big Pomeranian,
That's
which,
true.
okay, would be just standard if it just followed a line. But a lot of evolutions do have we can turn into, what the hell is that? I'm still scarred by Litten. We have cat. We have bigger cat, so it's gonna turn into just like a bigger tiger, right? It's just gonna turn into a big. What the fuck?
I think I need to turn it down.
Who introduced him to the WWE? Why is he here?
The firefighting dog.
Like, cause like there's, if it does turn into a fire, what if it turns into a fire water?
Fire water. Well, I almost
no.
feel like they wouldn't. I mean, that'd be cool if someday we get like. I mean, it's not gonna happen with these starters, but it'd be really cool if we end up getting like a grass fire, a fire water, a water grass, like for their final evolutions.
That would be kind of neat, cause I know with X and Y, all of those final ones eventually countered each other in different ways.
Oh, that's true. With their secondary times.
You know, it's like, it's water dark, so not only are relief, or no wait, cause that was.
Yeah,
'cause
water
dark was
dark.
still effective against psychic.
Yeah.
So it still beat Delphox in a lot of different ways. What generation was it where they had that in the reverse?
It was just like double. Did they have the reversed? No, they had just double effectiveness on some point. Though some people are saying water poison or water dark for the lizard, probably because of the personality.
Water dark kind of seems too Greninja.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Water
Yeah,
poison though.
yeah, we did
would
get
probably
with
be alright.
Greninja. Water poison. Yeah, that we okay. We don't have a lot of water poison types. I feel is it just tentacle?
I mean, that could work because then if it's water poison and then it turns out Palmon turns into fire fairy, then poison does beat fairy in that respect, so then it could go. And then
Oh,
we're
okay.
just left with.
Yeah, but then it would just be double effectiveness on everything. No, it was Gen 4 that did that. A little more. Oh, wait, no. Was it Gen 4? No, never mind. I can't remember. I feel like all of them are always just double effective. The point is, blue reptile. Yeah, exactly. Blue reptile, that's me. That's my thing. Grass fighting.
What?
Hope it's grass fighting for the bird. Honestly?
We just.
Oh, wait, we had that.
Blaziken, but grass.
Yeah, we had grass fighting with Decidueye, though. The Hisuian form.
So that becomes a thing because, again, you are thinking it's going to turn into big bird like a Braviary or something. Like, that would be kind of a neat evolution. But then it has to become grass flying.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else would have to have it evolve into something entirely different.
Yeah. I think because Rowlet's interesting, though, because Rowlet from the beginning is grass flying. Well, this one isn't. Maybe because he's a chick. Grass ground. Water psychic. Water dragon. Yeah, Tentacool and Evol. Oh, Marini and Toxapex and Skrelp are all water poison. That's right. The Dragalge changed to dragon. Okay, Quillfish. Yeah, Quillfish is also water poison. Okay, never mind. I'm washed. I'm washed. We got a handful of water poisons.
Okay, here's the thing. We have a lot of water poisons, but how often do you see them being used?
I mean, that's right. We haven't got one. Last one we got was Gen 7, so.
And I know, obviously, that's kind of a messed up thing to say, like, this one isn't even being used, so how are people liking it? Because every Pokemon has a fan. I think it's more, when was the last time you saw someone drawing a fan art of them hanging out with their Quillfish? Or, like, someone appreciating them? You get a couple. I've seen people who like them, but I don't really think I've seen for most of these.
Well, people, yeah. Well, then again,
So
it's been around for, 20 years. Or 25 years.
It's been 30 years.
30 years. Well, no, it came out in Gen 2.
It's been around for 28 years.
Old fish. Let me close some of these tabs so we don't have too much. But yeah, I like them.
We need
I think
older
they're a
Pokemon
strong
too.
batch. I think they're a strong batch.
I think I saw that someone posted like a screenshot of someone having like a really old Hoodoo, and that just made me realize I want more details on Pokemon
You want to
designs
see?
just for that kind of thing.
You want to see the age on Pokemon?
Like that's the thing with a lot of like it's the anime has to do with it, and then a lot of games where everyone is like, this is my Arcanine, he's my best friend, and I love him. I've gone on adventures with him. But then the actual model or character design is just like it's an Arcanine.
It's the same
And
Arcanine.
and then you see your neighbor who also has one, and it's still just an Arcanine. And then you go across the county and you meet someone who also has one, and it looks the exact same as your Arcanine. And then you could go 20 years and then find someone who also has one, but who lives an entirely different lifestyle, and their Arcanine looks the exact same as yours. Like, sometimes you'd have them with like, I put a bow on mine. That you could tell because it's a red bow, which is neat, but I kind of want more of that.
That's true.
I want more, like at least some individuality. I'm not saying everyone needs to have their own specific, this is my Pokemon signifier, but it would be nice. It would be cool to just have, put a wrinkle on one and be like, this is my ancient Pikachu who never turned into a Raichu.
Yeah.
Like instead of just a clothes, it's actually
like
on the
Puka?
detail. Kinda. Or,
We get
man,
the Pikachu with the eye bags. Wow, check out this video. That looks like a good video, right there.
hey, you're in the first 3 lines, so you're already pushing it. You just gotta pull down everyone else who's ahead of you.
True. No, I love whenever I look up anything Pokemon related, and I'll just see my thumbnails out there. They're easy to recognize. The Pikas are married? No, the Pikas are not married. This is Miss Wavychew, not Mrs. She's single.
Well, yeah, it's your aunt who's always single and her best friend who she conveniently always takes vacation photos with and posts on the family Facebook page.
See, they are alternate, right? They're alternate depending on the versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puka the surfing Pikachu. You thought the same thing immediately? Wait, doesn't this... Oh, she has blue eyes, actually. She does have blue eyes.
Like, and most Pikachus are like depicted with just like a regular black or just like a one solid color.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the Raichu... Okay, dang it. See, I'm thinking back to it's like, dang, all the videos I made way back when about Sun Moon. But yeah, because a Alolan Raichu has blue eyes, just like Puka.
But I feel like with that one is more of a, I had to evolve because everything becomes a little bit shinier when you evolve in a certain way. Here it is and I don't know if maybe that was like the idea or if that was just like a animators or artists. How did you color them in blue? It's
Blue.
the note said you're supposed to color them black. Oh no, it's too late. We just post the video. Just post the episode. We don't have time to change it.
There we go. It's this one. It's the people with blue eyes meme. Alright. Well, let me see what else everyone's saying. The lizard be water ice, grass ground for the bird. The dog fire steel. Oh, geckos are not poisonous, but they use their tails as a distraction. Oh, so you think it's going to be water psychic? That's a good guess too.
We go the horrible route of water normal.
Tangrowth is back in Gen 10.
Its main ability is substitute.
Yeah.
No, make it water normal, and its substitute is it like leaving a little plush of a tail.
Yeah.
Like
that's
it's
what we need.
one
We need to see
gimmick
the
is that
animation.
whenever it substitutes, it instead just leaves like a copy of its own tail, and then the enemy has to hit it, and then they come back.
Because that's what it says here. The yeah, this Pokemon launches springy balls of water from its tail. Something like that.
It's
Here.
very intelligent and acts shrewdly while putting on airs. What do you mean putting on airs?
No, that's just
who are
fancy
you?
talk. If you want to be fancy, put your pinky up like this.
You're a baby. Who are you messing with? Who are you clowning on? What
No.
type of ops do you have? You're like 2 days old.
No, this is Pokemon. Everyone throws hands with children. I mean, yeah, you're full on like taking. That's the thing in Pokemon. You're like 10 years old and taking on like the leader of this criminal organization. And they're just like,
I'm a week out of the egg, and I've already decided that God is my enemy.
They're all pretty rambunctious. Oh, Gecko should get Shed Tail, right? Oh yeah, I could. What if all the starters are single type? People will riot. Oh yeah, because people didn't like that in Gen 8.
I think it's because, in general, by this point, we have so many mixtures that any pure type Pokemon are kind of seen as eh.
Well, it's just
They're
because,
still
like,
useful.
with the
It's
potential of having 2 types, it just feels like for a starter Pokemon. Because starter Pokemon, like, typically they have to hit certain beats. They have to look really cute when they're young, when they're little. They have to have, like, a middle form that's kind of a transitional stage, and they always have to have a third form, right? Like, we don't have any 2-stage starter Pokemon. We don't have any 1-stage starter Pokemon. And, okay, technically, Pikachu and Eevee, not counting Pikachu and Eevee. But that's it. Because, like, every starter, it has to be cute as a baby. It has to have the, the teen phase, has to get bigger. And because this is the Pokemon you're meant to carry with you through the entire game, or at least it's marketed that way. So having a secondary type in the final evolution is like a really easy way of, like, it's a built-in way to, because you gotta assume that every Pokemon game is going to be somebody's first. So it's like a neat little way of teaching, like, hey, look, some Pokemon will gain typings when they evolve. And that's why, like, their evolution is, like, so quick. It's like they evolve in the second stage, like, level, 14, 16, and then the final stage at, like, 34,
everyone else
36.
being between either 18 or 30.
Yeah, or you could be a pseudo-legendary.
I guess the issue is that while it could be a start, like if I just started out and I'm playing Pokemon for the first time and I get my starter and it's a mono starter, it's great because, I love it. That's the thing with kids and teens. The second you have a friend, you're like, I don't care about anything else. You are my friend now and we are bonded forever. But it's another thing, which is cool. Friendship's neat. But it's also kind of neat when you find out your friend is rich. So not only do you have someone you can talk to, but you also have someone who can cover your meals.
Oh, I see.
So in this way, you're like, oh, you know what? This is my best friend. I love him. But then if he, like, oh, this is my little Sobble, and it's so cute and adorable, and I love him. But then if you're like, okay, I've seen him do bubbles, and I've seen him do water jet, and then finally waterfalls. That's neat. But if the next day I found out that he can just hit someone with a dark pulse or just hit him with an ice beam, and he gets a bonus because he's also an ice type or something, you're like, all right, we got potential. We got it. There's a lot more here that I could like. So you're not only appreciating them because they've been with you from the start, you're also appreciating them because they're more useful to help you. Yeah. Because admittedly, these are still games. And as much as it is still, oh, I love you from the start because you're my friend, you also still want to still be good at the game.
Yeah. So you're right. It is that way of like kind of capping it off as like, hey, look, you're a big boy. You're in the end game now. Now you can have like big Pokemon with like more types. You get what Beta's saying, but baby turtles would all would disagree with him. Literally from the minute one wants to eat them.
From the moment I discovered the weakness of my flesh.
No, yeah. As soon as turtles are born, they have ups. Do you think the Pikachus are related to legendary Pokemon each version? I don't think so. Let's see. Pikachu's toads 3 stages, just nobody cares about Pichu or Raichu. I mean, people care about Raichu, but I guess Pichu being a baby. Again, not counting Pikachu and Eevee. Hi, hey, how's it going? Oh, Tangrowth is back in this game? That's right, Tangrowth is. Well, or Tangela was in the trailer. Also, like, hang on. Just one of the shots, like this one here. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. Still, if you zoom in too close on some of the things, it's still like, your average JRPG. But there are some shots in here that are just like, wow. And again, it's gonna look better on the actual Switch and not on YouTube. Like the water, that was crazy. Speaking of Tangela, yeah. This does straight up look like if you pause though, it does kind of look like the I asked ChatGPT what Pokemon in with whatever graphics and whatever year would look like. But the difference.
It looks nice, but that is the problem because now people are gonna go, it looks nice now, finally after all this time, and that may become too much of a focus on it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, I think this is what Pokemon should have looked like on Switch. I like Sword Shield. I like how Sword Shield looks actually. But yeah, I'm happy with the look of it. I'm happy with the style of it.
It does look nice. I am just wondering how it'll all be, because with the last open world Pokemon games, I enjoyed it enough, but I still felt like it was kind of lacking of just moving around and having to like just deal with all the inconveniences of just doing it.
Yeah, it seems like no Koraidon or Rhydon, so I'm hoping that things are kind of put more closer together. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would want. Put more stuff closer together.
More useful space than empty space.
Yes. That's it, exactly. I mean, already,
Why do I need to go halfway across the map to pick up a berry when you could just put the berry closer to me and then I'm not really missing much?
Yeah, because, like, compare this to the first trailer for Scarlet Violet. Already, I'm pretty happy with it. And, you know, not hating Scarlet... I like Scarlet Violet, but I will say that this game definitely had to be better than Scarlet Violet. Dude, I love the look of it. Everyone was saying, you know, smart choice for me picking you know, the beachy theming for my rebrand or refresh. Game looks amazing. Are you weird? Oh, sorry, I was gonna read more chat.
No, go for it. I was just gonna say, like, in the same way that you're reviving yourself, you with the new generation, so you're literally setting yourself up for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not professional. Your character arc is now over. Now becomes the new character arc.
Where's the loop? Oh wait, no, you right click. How do I always forget that? Do you guys remember that beta Pokemon that's a rock gecko holding its monolith rock tail? I think it could be a case for Gecko. I don't remember it. Game looks amazing. I think it does look good. I think it's, you know, still far from the best looking game on Switch 2, and this from the first trailer. But it's probably one of the better really good looking 3D Pokemon games. You think
it's
they
looking like
Gecko
it's already...
Oh. Who's picking Gekwa? I am. Do you think they created Gekwa because Squirtle, Totodile, Mudkip, Froakie, and Sabo felt lonely without another water-based reptile to keep them company? Also, hey, thank you for subscribing. Who is Lotus Surbach and Bobby Stork for subscribing. Think that the girl player character... Oh, you like the girl player character more? I feel off, maybe it's a hair. Want the water rabbit. Feels like almost every water starter is reptile. This isn't a bad thing, by the way. Well, technically, we only have... Okay. Hang on. Every starter Pokemon. Sorry, first partner Pokemon. Okay, how many reptiles we have? We have 1, 2, 3 reptiles, and then 4 including Gekwa now. So that's half. So otherwise, then we have an amphibian, a bird, a mammal, amphibian, mammal, reptile, bird. We got a pretty good mix, I think. 2 birds, 2 amphibians, and then 2 mammals. So actually, yeah, wait. Okay, reptile was the most overrepresented, though, that's for sure.
But I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing, because you look over at the grass line and you're also kind of left with a lot of reptiles.
Yeah.
A dinosaur, a lizard, a tortoise, a snake.
Well, dinosaurs aren't reptiles. Dinosaur, a reptile.
All right, Mr. Smart
Mammal,
Guy, what do you classify dinosaur as?
Dinosaurs? They're birds?
I live under the assumption and ignorance that assuming they are all big lizard.
Big lizard? Oh, and the wide lens shot of the island one looks... Oh, one cloud looks like a Dratini? Yeah, everyone was talking about that one. The dark cloud. We have a fire salamander, grass gecko, water lizard, and water gecko. Yep. I feel like Mudkip and Froakie count. They're in the same sphere, I guess. But also, like, sort of, but sort of not. I think, like, definitely they look different, right? Like, let's look at tails. So Squirtle, Totodile, Sobble, Gekwa have tails. Meanwhile, Froakie's got no tail. Well, Mudkip has one, but again, that's I mean, you've seen, like, Osholots don't even look like reptiles, I think. They look freaky.
Axolotls are just weird little guys, they vibe.
Imagine we get another grass flying starter. guess we could. Also, yeah, see, Rowlet's sticking out being grass flying. Your bait on the dinosaur is equal to lizard argument? Jurassic Park ruined me for science?
I am old. I am dumb, you know, in various ways. So I will choose to believe in my own ignorance, and I will hear nothing of it.
We got Dino DNA. Listen, I go by Yu-Gi-Oh rules, and reptiles and dinosaurs are different types. So, no, that's how I just classify everything. Pull up the Yu-Gi-Oh type list, and hey, thank you, Chicken and Wafers, for subscribing. Also, you've got to be on the stupid fandom site for this. Fairy. Yeah, we just need all the types in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how I distinguish things. Oh well. But yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. Happy 30th anniversary to Pokemon. Hey, thank you. I know, happy 30th anniversary for Pokemon. It's been a cool, fun time. Cool, fun day. Go by Dinosaur Squad rules.
I am kind of hoping that that if we do get multiple forms, it is at least maybe 2 out of the 3 rather than just 1. Because I remember back to Black and White, where it's Superior, just grass, Samurott, just water, Embor, firefighting. So then you are just left with one of these things is literally not like the other, and it makes him kind of lonely, but it also means that he's just, to a lot of people, would be a superior choice of like getting that extra movement.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, I guess Gen 3 also did that because only Blaziken became firefighting.
Yeah. Well, Mudkip gets water ground.
Oh no, right, it doesn't.
Yeah, Trico's the one out, but then the Mega Evolution gives him Dragon type.
Which is nice, but I'm still not a fan of Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I like them, but I think a lot of them, I would kind of prefer that instead. I think, yeah, I'd say for, like, multiple typings, I think it should either be all or none. Because, like, you know, either all 3 of them should have 2 typings at the final evolution, or none of them should. Like Gen 1, or Gen 2. I know that one kind of gets, like, dug on for all 3 of them only being monotype. But at least it's all of them. You know, same with Galar, actually.
Oh, you're right, it does just turn into just grass.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I keep forgetting that Gen 1, because aside from Charizard turning to fire flying, Venusaur still just grass poison, which I still love. But then you just have Blastoise who...
Yeah, mono water type.
I don't know if maybe they should have it, but then give the other ones either better stats to make up for it. You know, like, you have Blastoise who only is mono water, but then you could say he's like super tanky in all areas. So even though he doesn't get strength or weakness to other types, he at least is able to handle a lot more damage than the others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, kind of make up for it in that way.
Has that on him. And then also there's the fact, like, he's just pretty strong in general. Or just, you know, decently like that. By Jurassic Park logic, frog DNA is compatible with dinosaurs, so they're honorary big lizards. You want to
Well, isn't that because they had to add it? I'm sure if the scientists wanted to, they could figure out how to put human DNA in dinosaurs, but they were just like, it's easier if we just use lizard and amphibian.
I mixed my human DNA with Mew DNA to create Mewtwo.
If someone asked me to mix together an onion and a potato, I'm sure I could figure it out. But if someone said mix together a potato and a banana, if you gave me a couple hundred years, eventually I could, but I'll still tell you that putting it with another ground vegetable would probably work out better, right?
I don't know,
so
they
same
could
thing
probably
there.
do that. I don't know what they're cooking up in those labs.
I don't know if anyone does, or if anyone really knows what the hell their whole project is.
Let's see. You want to fire
It
Psychic?
is the poppy playtime of
Fire
laboratory.
Fairy,
What the
Delta
hell are we
Incinerator?
doing? No one knows, but they just paid us to put these 2 things together, and that's what we're going to try doing for the next 10 years.
Wait, what? You get to see it at the adult table, somebody you heard hate Mega Evolution? Just like you? Oh, you mean C? Hey, hello, what up? Y'all excited for the announcement? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, you know, the other thing... Okay. Hang on, let me read the other messages. You want, Wait, we're Turtle Evolutions. What if you had a poison version of Water Absorb, but the final evolution of Gecko has the ability? That's just a theory. As you said before, you're on Team Waves, and you're aiming for Gekla, by the way. Nice. Oh, wait, no, that's the Galar page. Shoot, what was the thing? Hang on, I lost my train of thought. What was the thing I was just going to say? Oh, yeah, the year. So, release date. It's coming out 2027.
We have a full year of anticipation.
Yes. I totally expected it to come out this year.
I'm just surprised that they already announced it. I would have thought they'd still, or hold on to it like closer to the chest until they get closer to the release date.
Yeah, same here. Because Legends EA was announced like basically 2 years in advance, right? And that one they didn't show any gameplay. But like from Winds and Waves already, we have the protagonist trainers. We have the starter Pokemon, 3 brand new Pokemon. We have again, these 2 forms of Pikachu. We have gameplay. Like, they just show gameplay. Like, and that looks pretty good. Not even like, oh, you know, rough gameplay or, you know, in development. It's like, nah, this looks like it's working. They're showing you a big old building with a spinning thing on it.
I haven't also seen the whole little tagline that they say that, or I don't know if I missed it, of the whole, what you're looking at is alpha footage. This is not final, like,
it's gotta
product
be
quality.
It's gotta be here. Yeah, right here. They like they always need to say that.
Yeah, not representative. Okay, because later on I didn't see it, so for a second I was like, oh, are these actual like cutscenes that they're gonna show us later?
Yeah, but the fact that like I know it's in development, but it's like it looks pretty done to me. I'm not saying that I want it this year. I'm not saying that they should hurry and release it this year. Because I think that was getting a little misconstrued. I'm not saying that I'm not saying they should rush it out and get it done this year and release it this year. I'm saying that for how much they showed, I almost just would like if the game's coming out next year. I probably wouldn't have showed off this much. Well, I mean, maybe I would have. Like any other game would, but Pokemon normally doesn't.
Especially with how people have been kind of more critical to other proceedings whenever they showed something off.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they'd maybe be more cautious or like wait a bit longer.
You know, that's an insane point. Because then maybe it's the power play of like, look, we're very confident in this game. Look how good it is, and we're still a year away from releasing it, like more than a year or whatever. I think this was them like trying to clap back to say like, yeah, again, this game's coming out next year, and look at what we have so far.
I wonder if it's also a move to buy time, because 2027 is open enough where you could say, all right, this exact day, today, just for 1 year from now, or they could say, okay, releasing in November of 2027. So that still buys them a couple extra months to do it. So it's essentially like a year and a half or 2 full years to get things done.
They gave a very general 2027 because Legends Arceus, right? Trailer came out in like 21, and then it released January of the next year, so like almost a year. So release day was like 11 months after reveal, but then they said like early 2021 or 22. Winds and Waves doesn't say early anything.
Yeah, so it could literally be at any point of 2027. So maybe they're leaving it open, so if like they look at it and everything's done, they'll say, all right, we finished ahead of schedule, let's give us an extra month, so we'll say it comes out in March or April 2027. Whereas if they see any other issues or things that they need, then they'll say, okay, we're going to push it back to December 2027 or something like that. Make it a Christmas present.
Yeah. I feel like it will be a summer release. Because, like, could you imagine, like, vibes would be immaculate. Well, no, that's only Northern Hemisphere. But, I mean, well, hang on, Japan's in Northern Hemisphere, right?
Yes, or at the very least closer to the middle.
Okay. Because I was going to say, summer release for this game, vibes are immaculate.
Of just having a full summer and warm feeling to it.
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey,
especially because
spend your summer in whatever the name of this region is. I'm
just getting Hawaii 5 or Hawaii 2.0.
So
suddenly, because it is. I've just been seeing beaches, I've been seeing water, and the inside of a volcano. So it's just gonna be nothing but warm. I can't imagine there being a colder part of this region unless they show it to us or something.
So you didn't hear this from me, and chat didn't hear this from me either. But hypothetically, maybe some people knew, that this game would be inspired by Indonesia, and that maybe they knew for a few months. Maybe. You didn't hear this from me.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's kind of like the feeling, and that makes sense. Like, you know, Pacific Ocean. What's that area? Is that Southeast Asia? I think. Let's see. Wind Waves will be about 1 and 1.5 year out from ZA's release. Yeah, I think so. Well, 1 year would be October, so 1.5. That would place it in, like, you know, sometime early 27. Keep in mind, they only show you a small functioning area for the trailer. Like Pokepath was all we got for Scarlet Violet, and the rest of the world was janky AF. Even a good amount of what they showed in the first trailer was like pretty, what do you call it? Pretty janky. The budget increased to 50 milli, lol. November or December next year works. Agree with summer release for Gator X. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, again, I would believe that they would want to do the November release like they normally do. But I'm just still so thrown off by how much they showed. And I know it was only a small portion. I know it's only the beginning part of the game. But that's still way more than... Like, again, maybe I'm just going crazy because I put out a video last week where I was rewatching every release trailer for every 3D game. And just based on patterns of those games, this one breaks the pattern in how far ahead. How far the game release is to what they showed off. Summer would be so ideal for release. Like, that's my...
The thing is, though, for places where summer only comes at that certain point of time, you are kind of left with, oh yeah, this is it, because it's the one time a year where it would be thematically right. But then you also have to think, okay, what about places where it's usually summer all the time? To them, it just be like, this is just an average day, so it could release at any point. You could argue maybe not anywhere close to November because it gets generally colder for a lot of places. Mm-hmm. But I can also see someone just going, yeah, no, this is just a day-to-day for me, so it could come out in spring or it could come out in fall.
True. But, like, and, you know, maybe that's not something to put too much stock into, because, again, Sun and Moon came out in November. I think mostly just, like, you know, let's not even say, like... Because that's the thing, because I know every time, like, I'll say, like, oh yeah, summer nice and bright and warm, and winter, oh, you know, cold. Like, this part of the year, this section of the year, like May, that's where it starts to get nice and warm and hot. It's like, it's different everywhere. Because the world is, like, you know, split in half, basically, and is tilted on the side. But I'm just saying, like, general marketing, right? Because it's the Northern Hemisphere that puts out most entertainment, you're abiding by those rules. But still, I think generally it might feel right for May, June to release this. Maybe. But again, that's up for marketing and the final product to be finished whenever they do figure it out. Like, we could speculate and we could want it to be, but at the end of the day, it is on them to just go like, here's when we think it'll sell this. Because it could also be, well, it's December, but hey, or November, but hey, you guys love summer so much, right? You want to go back a couple of weeks? Boom, here you go. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, they released a Pokemon game in January and it did pretty well, so.
Well, it's Pokemon. They all do pretty well.
Oh, yeah. But then, you know, I'm also thinking back to, like, because, you know, back when releases were split between Japan and US and, you know, rest of the world, basically, we used to get a lot of games in March, actually. I know Heart Gold Soul Silver released in March. I know Black and White released in March, and I think Black 2 White 2 released, like, April. Again, now we have, like, the worldwide release all at the same time, but back when they were split, that's the time we would get our games. So I wonder, do you think they would... Like, obviously, like, that's proven to be a good release date, at least for outside of Japan. Like, you know, timeline-wise. That's the thing. Yeah, I gotta release it for holiday season. That is the thing. People are gonna buy a Pokemon game whenever it comes out. Let's see. All 3 starter island Evos are gonna be the humanoid waifus. What? Of course, man.
Look, the waifus will always be there, whether by the creators or the fans. What matters is whether or not we treat them right up until that point.
True. Treat them right. Treat them right. That's the that's the only takeaway. You're fine with having another East Asian game as long as they include inspiration from other cultures. Have more Pokemon gods, for instance. Show us Pokemon Nirvana. I could see that.
I could see it, but I also don't know. Because if we're just going off of the starters as an idea of what direction they're going, it's not still much. Because Tiny Gecko is cute, but everyone has geckos. Pomeranian seems more city lifestyle because I can't imagine a Pomeranian out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure someone is Googling to prove me wrong in the same way that there's wild hamsters. I'm sure there's a wild Pomeranian out there.
Oh, yeah, there are wild hamsters.
Entire. Yeah. And then Angry Bird is bird, so that could be anywhere. So it's kind of it's a starter thing of it's just neutral. Like you can't look at it and say, all these signify this region. You just look at it and go, animals, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like every time anybody tries to predict Pokemon, we're just wrong. We just get it wrong.
Like Pokemon are just Pokemon at this point, so you can't really say what direction you're going. You just wait for an idea to hit you and then hope that it's the right one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, we thought we were getting Pokemon Gray version. We thought we would definitely get Pokemon Z, and just it's all different. So like, yeah, I just never know what to expect. And that has been that's been my takeaway, at least, like kind of like really, really closely covering Pokemon for the past 10 years. I'm like, they just always hit us with stuff we don't expect. Which, I mean, this game feels very like general. There are no surprises, I think, with this. Like, that's the thing. There were no surprises with this trailer except for the release date, and that's not even a big deal.
So we'll just have to wait and see what they come up with to get us inspired for it.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the wild card's going to be.
I'm wondering something. I'm not entirely sure what I'm really expecting because, again, there's nothing to really expect other than we're getting a new region.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in general, okay, in terms of just general mechanics, like not just for the specific region, but what do you hope carries over or gets taken away for this one?
Okay, I mean, I would like traverse. Okay, I want traverse. Okay, what I liked about Scarlet Violet is that I think traversing was pretty nice and seamless. Legends Arceus also to a degree. I want that, and with it being a big... Okay, here's the thing. As much as I said, like, wah, I don't want another open world Pokemon game, wah, I don't want to be open world again. When I played Legends EA and I couldn't ride a Pokemon around the city, I was like, okay, fine. Give us back the big world. Give us back a big whatever. Let me ride Koraidon or Miraidon or whatever, which... we have... Okay. Seemingly... Okay, so that's the thing. If Pokemon's going to lean toward the open world stuff, then yeah, please just go all out and make it nice and easy for us to move around. Which, supposedly... Okay, so Conspiracy is like... You see this item here that they have?
Yeah.
Conspiracy is that it's a hoverboard, because look at how the boy's holding it in the artwork. Like, that's Holy Hold a
So we're
skateboard.
just getting Back to the Future across the entire place?
I'm assuming.
I mean, it could work because the thing with the hoverboard is that, like, you can hover, but if you give it enough power, you can essentially, fly.
Yeah. You can, like, jump. Let me jump, let me ride up walls, let me go fast, and let me do it nice and easy and quick.
Have your shoes either magnetized or get strapped to the board that we can climb on walls or go up slopes that you normally can't because you're technically hovering over the terrain instead of, like, following it along it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have a mechanic where, like, either, imagine there's, like, a spot in town that... You ever play platformers? Like, your Crash Bandicoots, your Sonics and such?
A bit, yeah.
Imagine there's just a really big drum in the middle of town, and you jump on that drum, and then you fly up like 50 feet. And then because it's a hoverboard, you can slow your descent, and because of that, you can now better position yourself in places. And every major town has one of those. So anytime you're like, damn it, I want to go to the next town over, but I don't want to walk it, get on the drum, jump really high, and then just kind of glide your way over there. And then, hey, if you can position yourself right, or get like a boost to your airtime, you can like go further places.
Meanwhile, I'm like taking a good hard look at the starting area right here. Or well, maybe this is like a second town, something like that. It looks kind of early.
Ah, yes, all 4 houses and a store, just like Mom used to make it.
Big
Pokemon
one.
games.
Oh wait, that's the mart here. Got the house here, house here, house. So, and then some kind of communal.
If you look right behind the store, there's another little area. So maybe.
Oh, there is.
Like,
yeah.
It looks like there's a little area there, and then back there. So maybe that one on the right is the actual gym. The one on the left is a little nearby area.
Something like that. Oh, that's another thing. Gyms. I assume they're gonna keep gyms. I assume.
We've been kind of pushing away from gyms for a while now, so maybe.
I think it's mostly just because we've had like 2 Legends games within the past 5 years. So it's like, yeah, no gyms. Oh no.
As usual, my old man yells at Cloud, I hope we get a rival who actually makes me motivated to play instead of another friend.
Cloud. There's the Cloud to yell at. Give us someone evil.
Don't give me evil, just don't give me someone who's always like, hey man, you want to fist bump me for a job well done? I don't know you.
Let's do Carmine again.
I am not gonna fist bump you. Get away from me. I do not want over happiness. I do not want peace. Only violence. Give me a guy who just throws a Pokeball at me and is like, figure it out yourself, and then leaves. And the next time I see him, it's like, oh hey, you finally did it, and then he still leaves. I get, if you want to teach me the tutorial, there's other ways to do it. Please stop hand-holding me.
That's the thing. I feel like it's still gonna be the usual of like the first hour is gonna be okay. Let me listen to everyone talk, and let me hear the story, and let me hear the setup, and let me get the tutorials, and then after that, probably buck wild.
I am too old for this. I appreciate it, but I don't like being yelled at, and I'm sure the teenager who picked this up doesn't appreciate being talked down to, and I'm sure the kids who just picked this up especially don't like being talked down to.
Mm-hmm.
I get you're trying to teach us, but there's a difference between, hey, here's me actually teaching and you keeping it, and then me just explaining everything in detail and me just rolling my eyes and just trying to skip as fast as possible.
Yeah, I assume. Here, we'll play it together, and then we can joke and meme in the first hour, and then go. Here, let me get through a bit more chat.
Yeah, sorry. Go for it.
Let's see. Oh, finally started ZA, by the way. Ooh, nice. People forget that France got the lion Pokemon, so region inspiration and Pokemon aren't guaranteed to be related. That's true. Oop, gotta dip out. See ya. Alright, hey, thanks for showing up, hanging out. Southeast Asia region, very tropical. Thoughts on Fire Red, Leaf Green, XD Coliseum? You got anything funny to say about those?
What more can I say than them existing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll play Fire Red. Well, I'm most excited. What I'm most excited for is I'm excited to play Fire Red, but not stream it or anything. But I'm excited to play it when record nice HD footage, and to have in my archives.
I guess a part of me is a bit off of just like it took this long for them to officially come out again.
Yeah, which I'm wondering now, like conspiracy brain. What if a thing that pushed them was because this game's coming out in 27? That.
Also.
Okay, so if this game's coming out 27, right? The big brand new Pokemon generation, 2027. What if they're like, okay, we're gonna re-release Fire Red, Leaf Green. We're gonna bring XD Gale of Darkness Coliseum to the Switch Online. Pokepia's coming out, so it's like it's still like we still have stuff happening this year for Pokemon. So maybe that kind of lets them. I don't want to say get away with, because they probably should be doing this where they release it like a little farther in advance.
Yeah.
But I'm almost wondering if it was like, I don't want to say last minute, but I almost wonder if it was like, oh shoot, that would be a good idea. We should do that.
we should we should finally get people back into this in any way we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Let's see.
Plus, I guess, as usual, 30 years of people, and for those who've either stuck around or always wondered, man, I really want to try playing this game, but it's so hard to find a copy.
That's true.
Or to try it out. So this is literally people's, at least, revised version of trying to go back to the beginning.
That's true. Oh, I mean, hey, you started with Black and White, so have you ever played Fire Red or Leaf Green?
Yes.
Okay.
A very, very, very long time ago, I had a cousin lend me a copy.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was different, obviously going back, having a lot of the mechanics altered and changed. I think I enjoyed my time with it.
Okay. So there's that.
Although, again, that did kind of ruin me of having Black and White and having essentially 3 rivals. One of them being the really nice, hey, I want to hang out and just collect Pokemon. Another one who was actually determined to trying to be his best. And the third one who was like, hey, N, suck lemons, nerd. And then going back to Fire Red and then playing and it's like, hey, Blue, piss off.
So, you know, there's that good mix. But I was gonna say is like I'm like almost certain is that anyone who started in the 3D era of Pokemon probably just hasn't played these games. So, like, could you imagine like being one of those kind of people who it's like, okay, you started with XY, you've still been in this franchise for over 10 years. And especially, like, let's say especially if you're, like, really involved with the community online, and you'd always heard about Fire Red Leaf Green, but you never played it, like, well, you get a brand new game this year, basically.
And although that would make it kind of harder, because if you have been playing since just the 3D games, you are looking back at them and saying, okay, that's a cute art style, I see where we came from, but then there might be a lot of wondering how you're going to get into it, because it's just been so different to what you've been playing.
Yeah. I think, you know, if you go in with the right mentality.
The open mentality of like, gee, my elder sure did tell me a lot of this ancient era. I wonder what that looks like.
The ancient texts. Let's see. What else is everyone saying? You agree with Bait? You want to make antagonists jerks again? Alright, people are agreeing with you. Browd is the GOAT. Also won't let you transfer... Oh, XD won't let you transfer Pokemon out. Ooh.
Really? I know a lot of people always look forward to that option.
Yeah. Fire Red Leaf Green you can at least. That has home compatibility. But not the Switch Online stuff with Gale of Darkness. Oh, the music is over. Let me restart it.
Alright, the music's over, boys. Stop watching. Let's leave.
No, we gotta start. We're still going. We're still hype. It's time to play the music.
The vibes are over. Everyone get out.
Vibes ruined. Nice going, bro. You killed the vibe. And it's me. It's me.
It was you. It was always you.
Yeah. It was you. It was you.
Did you actually see that movie?
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
You shouldn't. I did. I regret it.
No, well, okay. All right. What we need to do, since stupid. Okay, because you know we reference Rise of Skywalker all the time. We need to watch the Rise of Skywalker, but do a riff track on it.
Oh dear lord, do I want to suffer through that again?
Yeah, for the memes. Also, hang on. Let me scroll back up in chat. How far was it? Because I saw Taijira mentioned something about Star Wars, but maybe it's too far. Oh yeah, imagine if Giovanni hit Mewtwo with the "I am your father" note, directly ripped off Star Wars. Let's see. What else?
I feel like if he did, there would not be a "that's impossible." It would just be Mewtwo mind crushing him and being like,
yeah.
"Why did you make me like?"
Do like this and squeeze Giovanni's brain, and that. Yep, that's it.
And the thing about being a psychic type 2 is that he could literally just like probably peer into his mind, see all the paperwork and things and the motivation and his motivation to make him, and then come back to reality and just go like, "You made me for money? You were just trying to make a strong Pokemon so you could rob 10-year-olds? Are you stupid?" And then just throw him into the horizon.
It was you.
It was you.
It was. Let's see. Pom Pom Supremacy. Is anyone else tired of the past 3 generations just the first Pokemon revealed as starters? No.
That's kind of how you get excited because you look at it and say, "Oh man, I wonder what this one. I wonder what kind of name, what kind of baby names I could give this little thing. I wonder what it'll grow up into." You know, if they showed us, say, like the first water type that we run across, or like the first bird, would that really get that much traction?
No.
You wake up in the morning and your first leak of a new Pokemon game is the first time you ever see a Spearow. Are you gonna be talking about it and theorizing and hyping it up, or are you just like, that's a bird?
I mean, unless we do the thing where it's like the Pokemon that appear in the anime before the generation. Like, oh, you know, Togepi and Slowbro and Ho-Oh and Munchlax. Like, unless we do
Imagine
that.
the first leak for Gen 4 was Munchlax. That was the only Pokemon that they showed you, and it was just eating a berry.
Well, I mean,
Would that get traction?
for like a full trailer, then no. But I mean, like as a stealth drop in the anime, basically. It's like, wow, what's this Pokemon here? You've never seen this one before. It's like, wait a second, you're right, I ain't seen that one before. And then it turns out it's in the next game. Then sure, stuff like that. But if we're talking about like a trailer, then no, I think the trailer's got to show off the show them off, show off the little guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. Has flashbacks to people who haven't played half the games, trying to explain Pokemon lore to your old us. Why isn't Waterfall physical? Oh, Waterfall is physical. Same with anime or RP. We also need the full suite of early gen games to be available on Switch 1 and 2, so we can keep them relevant to the current era and get the classic guys at home. That's true.
I feel like that needs to be done a lot more because it is kind of the issue of like you playing a lot of games and you try to recommend them to someone, but then you come up with like the easier excuses to not do it.
Yeah.
And it just becomes kind of harder.
Because that's the thing, because like anytime I bring up Pokemon, I'm always like, oh, if you want to get into Pokemon, where do you start? Well, just play whatever's on the shelf right now. Like, whatever's current, whatever you can get cheap. Just play that.
Yeah.
Ah!
What was that?
Oh, no, I was just pulling up a trailer for background.
Yeah.
Because, like,
it also
like, Red and Blue were re-released 10 years ago, and that was great. But it's like, well, that was 10 years ago. Well, what about the Switch now? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, was it Manaphy or Fione also in advance? Yeah, something like that. Should have had Gen 10 into Horizons. Gen 10 Pokemon into Horizons. Yeah, that'd be cool. They also teased new Pokemon in early generations since the beginning. That's true. I think it was mostly in the anime. Oh, Waterfall isn't physical in Gen 1 through 3. Oh, well, just a bunch of stuff isn't physical. Good chunk of Gen 2 Pokemon.
They were still figuring out what attacks even were at that time, so I can't really fault them for that.
Yeah, because, like, the whole physical special thing.
What does his defense look like? Mental? Flame retardant? Or, like, no, just defense. It's just all defense now.
Water is special. Water is always special. Let's see.
I mean, all life requires water, so I'd say it is pretty special.
Yeah, some Pokemon were terrible before the split, that's true. With Wind Wave coming out in late 2027... Get ready to wait until the next Pokemon Day for the next drop of Gen 10 news. Well, we don't know if it's coming out late 2027. We just know it's coming out 2027. So, again, we'll see. Because ZA was, like, much crazier, where it's like, here's the reveal, and then here's the, what do you call it? It was like, here's the reveal, and then we'll catch you later. Also, real quick, Tajiri with a super chat, an orange super chat, putting a little in the car jar, says, I love you guys, but gotta catch up on my anime for the week, so I'm gonna just drop a super and dip. Today, it's Sentenced to be a Hero. Oh, wait, really a work watch? Also, Hell Mode, the hardcore gamer dominates in another world. See ya. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate the donation. Have fun watching.
Yes. Which, let's go ahead and, oh yeah, you got a lot of stars on the, you got a lot of stars already. Which actually, I'm gonna reset. Oh, I hit my mic. Let me add 2 stars. Thank you. Oh, the whiteboard. Oh yeah, you can only see my screen. You can't see my stream though. I might have showed you the whiteboard last, well, like when you were over here. Which, by the way, guys, here's the whiteboard. The whiteboard is going to get reset next month because we're going to move on to spring instead of winter. But there's all our very generous, helpful people. And they get to be on the whiteboard. But yeah, nice. I'm not watching any of those. Isekai? Yeah, a lot of isekai. Hope you enjoy. I think that's the, like, enjoy. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Watch some stuff.
I've actually restarted ZA just so I could
Oh yeah?
do it. Because originally when I started playing it, my sister was over, and when she saw the character creation, she's like, I want to make this really cute character and do this and this. And I was like, okay, so then do you want to play? No, I want to watch you play. And I'm just sitting there going, okay. Well, I don't want... Well, your design is whack. I don't want to be looking at this character for the next 10 to 50 hours of my life. So right now I just restarted it and then I'm booting it up.
Man, like, wait, character customization in ZA?
I'd say it's pretty alright.
I mean, I like it, but of course, with me putting my OC in the game, I think there's more that there could have been.
There's always room for more, but compared to what started with XY,
that's true.
We've come along. So it's only a matter of time until we finally get like truer character designs.
Yeah.
Maybe not as extensive as a Dark Souls game or something, but you know.
Yeah. That is one hope for the next game. I hope we get some good character customization in it. Because it's like, you know, I think it's okay in ZA.
As with all things Pokemon, it's alright, but it could be better.
Unless you're Pokemon Emerald. I don't know why you're so invested in Gen 10 news. You don't even like Pokemon. I mean, you know, sometimes that's me for other franchises. Little Timmy's going to be in danger when playing the older games. Generally think Pokemon was at its peak when it's 2D. Like they peak with Black White, Black 2, White 2, which we go back to that. I think that's kind of true. But also consider like how much those games were hated. Weirdly enough.
Everything will have its haters. It's just a question of is it worth it?
Yeah, like I still think Sun and Moon was. I think Sun and Moon was like still really good. Like in terms of the game itself, the visuals of the game, the gameplay of it, the overall feeling, like combined with everything else around Pokemon. That one was like a huge up, I think. Like a high point.
Yeah.
Have the same game released 4 times is not something you should be asking for. Who's asking for that? Are you asking for that?
Well, who? 4 times?
4 times? I didn't ask for that. Are you talking about Nintendogs? Are you talking about The Last of Us?
The last thing I could remember when they tried that was with damn Fire Emblem at Fates, and that didn't go so well, and they only had 3.
No, that's like Last of Us. That was released like 4 times at this point or something.
Oh, re-release. I thought you meant like release 3 different versions of the same thing.
IDK. I'm just reading chat.
For those of you older than today, a long time ago, Nintendo released a game called Fire Emblem Fates.
Oh no.
And they did this really wacky thing where they decided to make a critical story option, multiple purchases.
Oh, so like the story is just different.
Like, okay, yeah, Birthright and Conquest.
Oh no, we cannot talk about Fire Emblem. We cannot.
Okay, the main point is just that they said, hey, do you like purple or do you like red? If you like red, $40, and you get to play with the reds. Do you like purple? $40, you get to play with purple. And then they eventually released a third option, Revelation, where it's like, do you like blue? Pay money, pay another $40. If you had one option, you could buy, like, you buy one physically, you play it, and then you go to the store, or to the Nintendo store, you buy it online. So technically, from that one cartridge, you could play all 3 versions. Or theoretically, you could purchase all 3 physical copies to play all 3 versions.
Enter my
And
amazing world of fun and fantasy intrigue.
Okay, Mario.
$100.
No, Mario.
Yeah, how isn't this a Pokemon stream? He's talking about Kanto, I think.
Concerning Last of Us, I have hated it since the beginning. Or, no, I liked 1 enough, but then the second I saw what direction they're going with it, I was like, no, I don't want anything part of this. But re-releasing it for every single version, for every new console, for every minor update, for Game of the Year edition, then releasing 2, then repeating it, yeah, no, I have... There's nothing else but greed at that point.
Black and White, Sun and Moon have aged like wine. That I agree with.
Black and White, I will say, aged like wine because since it's not that heavily dependent on the other ones.
Mm-hmm. It's very standalone, which that's it being very standalone hurt it when it released, but it did a lot for it in the legacy, I think.
As for Sun and Moon, I don't really hold it that high in regard.
I think,
but I will say that I know why people like it.
Yeah, I'll say I think, you know, oh, did this game age well? I don't know if Sun Moon maybe, but it was a lot of fun when it came out. That's for sure. There's a lot going on with it.
Yeah.
Did they announce a new region name or what country it's based on? No, they haven't. Not yet. They'll do that when they show the map, probably. Kanto's Pokemon Company's rock. How hard is the next Fire Emblem game? Oh, no. No, we can't Fire Emblem. Maybe a single pixel could be hiding something. I like to, because you were summarizing the Fire Emblem games as red and blue.
Yeah.
King Litten does not need this hate. I think Sword Shield. Well, also someone says Sword Shield and Scarlet Violet aged like milk. That's the weird thing is that like post Switch 2 updates, Scarlet Violet is really good. I think.
Scarlet Violet has a lot of good points.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I still see a lot of very, 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 very bad points that I will never get over. So again, I understand why people like it, but me personally, I despise it. And the only thing I despise more than Scarlet Violet is Sword Shield.
So I think Sword Shield, I wouldn't say it aged well, but I think it held up decently well. Aside from what I say, maybe like some visuals, and then the fact that like, oh yeah, that was the first one where they're like, okay, we're cutting the Pokedex.
Another thing that I will say that will have me going into controversial, that will have people throw me in the trash. I want a story that actually intrigues me. I as the player want to have motivation. I do not want the entire story beats to be for someone else. I don't want it for the friends. I don't want it for the rival. I don't want it for the world. I want the player to have a motivation to want to keep going. And no one tell me, oh, well, you just want to complete the Pokedex. No, because if I wanted to fill out a calendar, I would just buy a calendar and put in my initials on every day. I want there to be a legit actual reason that both in and out of the game, you as the person picking up the controls say, I want to have a reason to do all of this.
I think that, I'm trying to think. I think for the most part, that's right, because a lot of Pokemon games do kind of build it as like, you know, they do have a really blank slate of like a character, and like the thing is, it's one of those where it's like it's up to you to determine like, you know, what's motivating you, but it, you know, as they figure like, well, you're gonna make friends and you're gonna want to help your friends.
But and for a lot of story beats, it gives them the more interesting story because
yeah, that is true.
Like at the start, it was just you want to you want to be a master, you want to catch them all, and so you go to each gym, and then whenever there's like a small little controversy that goes on, you deal with it because no one else can. But that's the thing. Catching and beating the gyms is your motivation. Mm-hmm. But every time you run across like Team Rocket, it was never you going, I have to stop them or else they'll hurt people. It was someone going, hey, someone just caught my Meowth and they went over to that warehouse in the back of town. I need to have someone go do that. And then the game tells you, okay, stop your progress. Go help them get their cat back. It doesn't matter if you want to go to the next town. Right now, you need to go help them get their cat back, whether you want to or not. And then later on, you have these games that give the friends and the rivals the more interesting stories and motivations, and you're just left with, all right, I guess I am still just going after badges.
I'm still wondering, like, maybe, like, what's the way you could do that in a game? Because, like, I don't want to say that every Pokemon game has to be blank slate, but it's, like, not game. Every Pokemon protagonist has to be blank slate, but it's, like, I think it kind of works best where you're just like, oh, you know, project yourself onto it. But I think, like, you know, maybe unless they do something where they set you up, like, with your... Okay, what I would like to see is I would like to see a little more in, like, the premise of the protagonist, right? Let's say, let's say, what am I forgetting? Ruby Sapphire Emerald, where your dad is a gym leader. So maybe that kind of, like, helps to be like, oh, my dad's a gym leader? Oh, cool. Can I battle him? Oh, no, he's like I have to come back later? All right, well, let me do that. I mean, like, you know, it's a whole thing. Is like, I think that generally Pokemon's fine, though. Because most of the time your motivation is like, don't you want to catch cool Pokemon?
That's the thing, and it goes along with what you're saying for self-projection. If my goal is to catch Pokemon, I will be fine with catching Pokemon. But then when the game stops me in my tracks and say, you cannot progress, we are stopping you from catching Pokemon because there's a dog stuck in a tree. And no matter how much you want it, you have to stop everything and get that dog down. Then suddenly you as the player have to do something you don't want to do. And then it becomes, okay, well then I guess I have to do this. I have to stop my dream of catching Pokemon to get a dog down. Because it's not necessarily that you're cruel, it is just you going, the common sense of, alright, well this kid keeps crying that their dog is stuck in a tree. Someone else can come by, so you know, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but I just want to go catch Pokemon. So I want to leave, so I can go do that.
I just can't relate.
I can't because...
I just can't relate. I just can't relate to what you're saying, because I'm like, oh yeah, I want to help the dog. Shoot, I'll help the dog. I'm like, shoot. I'm trying to... I think maybe it really is... I think it really genuinely is most Gen 7 and 8 that kind of are a little like that. Because otherwise, like, I think a lot of other Pokemon games before that are still kind of like, you know, I don't want to say on rails, but
they're on rails.
Yeah, they're all kind of on rails. I think it was mostly like 7 and 8 that it kind of maybe started to get a little like, oh, let me, where it's like, okay, you really have to do this. Oh, there's a whole world for you to explore. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, but first you gotta... Oh, but first this Tauros is blocking the road. I think Scarlet Violet...
Lily is dealing with abandonment issues, and you're like, man, that sucks. But hey, you know what? Let's go get... cool, I'm gonna head out. But then, no, we have to now help Lily with everything and trying to get Nebby again.
I do think Scarlet Violet maybe did things just a bit better. Where it was like, you know, you could just kind of tackle it in the order you want.
But that still meant that everyone...
If anything, I would say probably Legends Arceus might have done it the best. Where it was like, the stakes were a little higher. It's like, alright, cool, you're out of time. You got here, you don't know how we got here. It's like, oh,
you're
shoot.
Out of time, here's a job, go deal with it.
Yeah.
And there, at least you could say, okay, it's a 9 to 5, I just want to do this, get
It's
paid.
like, I should probably figure out what's going on. I want to get home. Man, I want to figure out what happened. Can I get my character home or something like that? Yeah. Everyone thinks you hate dogs. Everyone's like, this guy hates dogs, huh? Co-host hates dogs, confirmed.
I love dogs, but I love my dogs. If you told me that your dog somehow got stuck in a tree, all I'm looking at doing is looking at you and going...
Dogs don't get stuck in trees, though. Cats get stuck in trees.
If your Arcanine can jump distances, then he can jump into trees.
Oh. I'm gonna put your dog in a tree. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Well, it's a good thing I have a water type. I could just use Splash to get it off my eyes.
I got a water type too. But I think that there is more room to kind of... That is the thing, though. I think it's like mostly in spin-off games where you see that, where it's like you have your character and your character acts this way because they wrote it this way. Where you're playing as a named character. Compared to Pokemon is very much like it's you, and you can customize your character and you can do here and so on. They want to cancel you. I'm sorry, I'm just reading chat.
Alright. you go into town and you're trying to go across your way. You're sightseeing, you're enjoying your day, you want to go to a restaurant, but then someone on the side of the road says, "My bike lost its chain and now I'm stuck here." And you go, "Man, I'm sorry about that, but I just met you, and I have things to do, and you want to leave."
Sucks
But
for
the
you.
second you turn around and you want to go to the restaurant where you know you're going to meet your friend, he grabs you by the wrist and says, "No, you don't understand. I'm stuck here. And if I'm stuck here, you're stuck here. And the only way I'm letting go is if you agree to go to the shop at the other end of town and get me a new bike chain."
So ultimately, I think that
And you
really,
can't say
I think
no,
that really,
because then you have to go.
the
Because
thing
every
is,
time you try to take another street, you hear his voice in your head saying,
I'm still reading
no,
chat, they don't
that's the
like
wrong direction.
no. So really, what I'm getting is, I think that honestly, we should just take hints from Baldur's Gate, because that one
Or
is,
someone could beg for help and you could just say,
yeah, you can just leave. You just go. Oh, hang on. Let me shout it out. I sent you this video, right? I sent you this video, but let me at least shout it out here to the viewers. But my good buddy, well, I don't want to overstate our relationship, but my buddy, my pal, whose podcast I have been on, but Umbreon Libris put out a pretty good video just yesterday that was comparing Pokemon Legends Z and Baldur's Gate, and that's a good one. I sent it to you. But the point is that, like, so I forgot to leave a comment on this video because I got home late and watched it. But basically I was saying, like, you know, that's pretty true. The difference is in Baldur's Gate I can just kill whoever I want and move on. So, I mean, you know, obviously I don't want to kill anyone in Pokemon. But, I would say that, like, more or less, right? Maybe there should be more options like that. Where there's a lot of, like, side stuff where you're like, characters are like, "Hey, can you help me out?" And you're like, not today. And you just move on. Kind of like the side quest side missions, like in the Legends games.
yeah, where someone could make a request and it's only the completionist in you that says, "I gotta go do that one request." Otherwise, it'll be stuck in my journal forever.
By the way, watch this video when you won't get a chance. Umbreon Libris. That's the channel. Most recent video, Baldur's Gate 3 and Pokemon Legends CA are the same game. With some cool stuff.
I started watching that, but then I had to go take someone out to lunch, so I ended up having to mess on that. But I'll watch it after this.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But yeah, I just want at least a decent motivation, even if it is something as generic as the world is ending and we need someone to stop it, and that someone just happens to be you.
I'm just reading chat, they're going crazy.
What are they saying?
Bark, bark. Ayo, Gramps, what's your thoughts on the starters? These guys won't stop. Get this guy off the air. How much more unhinged can we get before the stream ends? I mean, they're joking, obviously.
You gotta say it, and I'm out. I could leave at any second.
No, they're joking, and I know you got thick skin.
Hey, Chad, if you want me to go, leave.
No.
We need at least $500 for me to get off the air. If you can donate
fill the
that
car
much, I'll
jar.
go.
Fill up the car jar, and he'll get out of here. Wait, have you seen the? Wait, are you watching my stream? Did you see the car jar?
No, I haven't. I was just watching your stream over Discord. Let me
yeah.
see.
Oh no, because you can only see my feed.
Oh, okay.
So I set up the car jar, and
no.
any super chat will put a little chunk in it, and you can get rid of the car. You can fill up the car.
Where do I go to see that?
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But because it's just on my layout. Because I had to get my car fixed. Oh, what the heck? Well, you know, okay, Cornplate, okay, back to the screen sharing, but Cornplate tweet, I didn't notice that the bird had a big, tough ball on its back, on its tail.
Huh. Rabbit bird.
Rabbit bird. Oh, someone said, hang on, someone sent me something where they said it was a certain type of bird. But I mean, like, you know, little baby birds are fluffy like that.
What if it does turn into some weird bird hybrid? Bird-rabbit hybrid.
A bird-rabbit hybrid? Is that a thing? Do we have bird rabbits in any fiction?
We got jackrabbits.
Jackrabbit, we do.
We got jackalopes.
Oh, thank you, Tripod. Let's see, your handle is Tripod Scorpion, who says justice for the bikes, the dogs, and the trees. With a blue super chat. Here, type your username just in chat so I can write that down properly, because YouTube Does not display usernames. It only displays handles. But thank you.
Okay, okay, I'm back on YouTube. I'm seeing the stream. There's a bit of delay, but I'm seeing the chat.
Oh yeah.
And no, there will be no for the dogs and the trees. Yes, but the bikes, no. Suffer. Scooters are better.
Bro said, hang on. Pokemon Misty Bike. Bro said.
That bike looks like bacon. I'd eat it.
Bro said. I didn't need to use. Oh no, just because I write down everyone's names on the board. Just if you want me to write it down. Otherwise, I'll just write Tripod Scorpion. Because I can only, that's the thing. Because YouTube did the thing with like that Twitter does, where they're just like, oh, let's have usernames and handles, right?
Yeah.
Scorpion. Thank you. Anyway, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of out of topics. Did we go over here the game?
We talked about most games, I think. In terms of what we can talk about. So anyway, if you could fight any Pokemon with a bike, who would you want to fight?
Fight with a bike? Like use the bike as a weapon?
Yes. However, the Pokemon also gets a bike to use as a weapon if they want.
Oh, sure. Tripod Scorpion's okay. Nice. The shrimp emote. Okay, Pokopia. Yeah, that's right. We forgot to get to Pokopia. Are you going to get on it?
I'm not entirely sure. Already my interest for Pokemon is still me wishing for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. With Pokopia, I'm not entirely sure.
I think at least Pokopia is pretty upfront in like what you're getting.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It is upfront, but in terms of what I'm looking at, I'm not that invested in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one, like with the spin-off games, I think a lot more so. I mean, I know there are some Pokemon fans who do, like, you know, maybe only play the spin-off games, right?
Yeah.
But I think, like, generally the people who play the main series games and then looking at the spin-off games, if you see one, it's like, you know, that doesn't look like it's for me, then, like, well, no problem. That's how it is.
You don't have to touch it.
Yeah, that's how the spin-offs are, I think. So, I mean, I already bought Pokopia. And I already preloaded it, so I'm like, so I can play it when it goes live. But, I mean, okay, I'll say, I think I've told you already, but like my perception of Pokemon games in terms of like, is this worth it or should I buy this game? It's so different. Like I can't answer for anyone else. So if I'm asking, oh, should I get this game? Well, yeah, probably. I can play it on stream.
But in terms of if everyone should play this game.
Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. I feel, well, actually, did you ever get into Animal Crossing?
No, because unfortunately I am the type who doesn't like being restricted if you're going to give me access to all this. And I'm more used to building the town from the ground up to fit my vision. So being constrained in terms of lots and who my neighbors are and everything.
I think for the most part, this one's probably a little more freedom than Animal Crossing in that sense. Where it's like you're building your town kind of like how you want it, a little more Minecraft-like. Yeah, Pokopia is definitely not for you, I'll say that, yeah. This is one of those games that's like, it's not for everybody.
It's one of those where I think honestly will say I have no interest in this game, but if someone says that it became their favorite, then hey, you know what, that's great. And it's not even like I could say like other Pokemon games of me going like, oh man, I know what it is and I really don't like it, so if someone says they like it, I'll be like, fine, I guess. Here, honestly, would be a, damn, okay, you know what, fine, I'm glad you found something that you really love.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll see. I think I'm going to probably try to connect with some other Poketubers who maybe are getting it. Well, that's the thing, because every Poketuber is probably going to get it. So, because the multiplayer seems fun. Okay, so they basically made Prop Hunt in it. Because it's like, well, you play as Ditto, so why not do Prop Hunt with multiplayer?
I remember back in the day when Prop Hunt first came around.
Exactly. Yeah, see, there it was.
I've seen its evolution through various things. I've even seen it live and die in Call of Duty. So saying this should be pretty nice, neat.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think it's still the Minecraft thing, though. If at some point you are going to wonder, what else is there for me to do? And then you're just more clocking in to see what you can and can't mess with.
Who said Gary's mod in Minecraft can? I feel like someone said that exact same thing earlier, and it's like, they literally can't. Oh no, someone made a game that's similar to mine. Unless they steal anything, like assets or patents, then you have no case.
A game is a game. That's where a lot of games had issues of like flooding the market with the similar things. But on the other hand, it is nice to have something where it's like, I like this gameplay, I just don't like the aesthetics of this one game. But then finding one that does fit your vibe, immediately you're just going, oh wow, this I do enjoy. This I am having fun with.
Exactly. That's like Pokemon could say, hey, we're releasing the game. Oh, wait. Oh, about Pokemon fans can't be pleased. And Pokemon could say, hey, we're releasing all the games on the Switch too. And Pokemon fans would be like, this poop water. It depends. I think that, like, I know certain people are, like, much less happier with Pokemon. Like, I mean, I'll still say, like, some criticisms. But I think generally, I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, boy. 2 cakes.
I'm on the camp of a lot of negativity, but it's more of a lot of negativity because at some point I was a fan. I was a diehard. I can't wait for the next thing to come out. But I've been kind of, not so much burned because it's not like they did anything to actively try to make me angry, but more just the direction it's going is a lot differenter than I would have liked. And so by this point, I've just kind of gone more apathy of, all right, I guess it's here.
You're like... I don't want to say I mean, you still play the games, the modern games that come out. But I feel like I think probably you get, like, most enjoyment out of, like, seeing the cool character designs, the new Pokemon designs. And obviously you play the games, so, you know, you probably find some enjoyment with the Pokemon themselves in that, I'd assume.
Yes. It's more that I can see just a little hint of where we could possibly end up going, or, like, that little bit of being let out. And then having that not happen kind of brings me back down to, oh, okay, I guess. And try to be happy with what you do have.
We got to get you the hopium. But at the very least, I mean, you probably, you know, the thing you like best about Pokemon is the GatorX YouTube channel. That guy puts out some bangers.
It's my favorite part, and that's the thing. I need more Pokemon games to come out for you to have more content to talk about, since I like hearing your voice so much.
True.
But the issue is then I go, oh boy, new Pokemon! I gotta try that out to be like my best friend and buddy and streamer GatorX. And then I try it and I go, oh, I guess this is a thing. I guess.
No, we just gotta become game grumps and just do let's plays like that. You can be grump and I'll be the not so grump. Yeah, we can start with Pokemon Fire Red. We can do that. But yeah, that was the thing.
What was that one challenge where someone was like, where like 2 people were playing the same game at the same time and had to do like gyms and every boss fight at the same time too?
Oh, is that like? I think is that a Soul Link? I think it is.
I think.
Shoot, I do have 2 capture cards. We could do a Soul Link. We could actually.
Or you just record your things and you just gotta trust me, bro, on whatever I say is happening.
Trust me. Well, I mean, you know, you gotta get over here to the Game Boy Mansion and then.
Trust me, bro. I totally just beat that boss on a lucky crit.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Oh, my Pokemon totally didn't fate.
I didn't just spend 30 minutes just taking damage, healing, and haven't made a single attack.
Let's see. What's up? Hope Legendary Pokemon Gen 10 being Nagaruda and Verna. And you guys Underworld, Sky and Ocean. I don't know. That'd be a funny idea. If we chip in over the fact that Winds and Waves was pushed back. Oh, yeah. I'm assuming that's it. Consider how they do it first. It's great that XD Gale of Darkness wants 2. But it sucks still bad that you can't connect to your home in other games. Many Pokemon you can never have. Yeah. That's the thing, too, is that, like, I would rather XD Gale of Darkness was like just, you know, I would rather just Virtual Console. Where it's like, oh, Switch Online is fun, but I still prefer where it's like, oh, let me buy the game and have it downloaded. And then maybe have it connect with home. Let's see, what else? The whole be happy with what you have kind of falls apart when you think about the fact that that they could live up to your expectation if they desired. I mean, Yeah, I mean, I'm not like one of those like, oh, be happy with what you have. I'm like, well, I'm happy with what I have. But like I was saying, is so like, yeah, I got stuff that I want changed and I want fixed in Pokemon where it's like, you know, the whole scenario of like, or the engagement bait tweet where it's like, you wake up and you're in charge of Pokemon. What do you do? You wake up and you're in charge of Star Wars. What do you do with the franchise?
But then the issue becomes like, what I would do is obviously try to make myself happy with story beats and everything. But then the issue becomes, oh no, what makes me happy may just anger off someone in a lot worse ways than I was.
Yeah.
And then, one, I don't want to make someone even angrier than I was when stuff happened. And two, obviously, if I become head of Star Wars, my main goal, as is the top position, is making money. And as much as a lot, and as much as a lot of directors have made some money making their fan fictions come true, a lot of those fan fictions are pretty bad. So I don't want to be like them. So I gotta keep trying.
I'd cancel the series just to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would cancel Star Wars if I owned it. I'd be like, that's it, no more. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, as much as we can chat, as much as we can give our perspective on fans, it's like, I'm not a game dev. But it's like, I'm curious. I'm just always interested to see what Pokemon does. I'm down to play any Pokemon game. Whether I, you know, where I would rank it at the end of the day, that's always to be seen. So, point is, I'm interested for Winds and Waves, and I think today's Direct, I think was an okay Direct. I probably would have liked a few more breakdowns and details. And this is one of the longest Pokemon Directs we've had. I think they should be longer, in all honesty. If they, like, chat about them. If they were, like, you know, to give, like, hey, you know, let's, hey, here's the trailer for Winds and Waves. By the way, let's talk about it. I think overall was fine. Some more reassurance on some things would have been good.
I do. Is it Winds and Waves just because we are in a beach setting now, or do you think they'll add more to it to justify it?
For the beach part, or?
Yeah. Just in terms of names. Because with Scarlet and Violet, it was more just the color
the title
for the school. Yeah. Like, do you think that will have more prescience in there than anything else? Because so far everything has just been more just namesake. So I'm wondering if maybe for this one, since it looks bigger than a lot of the other games, they may have it be more important to it.
That's a good question, because yeah, a lot of the times the titles just kind of don't play into the game at all. I mean, like, thematically, because it's like, you know, Sun Moon, it's like, ooh, day and night, and we're talking about, like, the space and the stars and stuff, and the legendaries resemble Sun and Moon. I feel like it was really only Black and White that the names really had weight to them. Because
they were doing the whole truth and ideals bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise it's like, I think they're mostly just fun names and fun, like, kind of marketable-ish names. But I do think Black and White was the ones that, like, this really ties into the idea. This really ties into the theme of the game. Meanwhile, I think Winds and Waves, you know, if we get, like, a really, like, a focus on nature, and which, I mean, seems to be the case. But I guess the question is, like, what are we really going to say about the nature? Because, like, Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, I really do like those ones. And those ones, like, thematically are, like, nature is very important. So, if we do something similar to that, where Winds and Waves really contribute to, like, the story and the feeling and, you know, legendaries, then yeah, I think they're good names, if that's the case.
Because I don't know if maybe it might be like, maybe in Waves there's more water Pokemon, and in Wind there's more flying Pokemon or something. Or if maybe that traversal were like in Waves, because it's all surrounded by water, then it's like, okay, well, it's easier if we just give you a water mount, like a Labyrinth or something, and then that's how you traverse across the towns, because you don't have to ride on its back. Whereas with Wind, they could say, okay, well, the region is more mountainous, and not a lot of Pokemon can go over it. But fortunately, we have this Braviary who can fly you over the mountain, so that's how you traverse, and that way you can just fly over everything.
Yeah, I think a lot more like, okay, let's try. Here I go trying to like, let me flex my writing skills and let me flex my writing and theology that I studied a little, even though, you know. But wind and waves are very much like, that speaks of change, for one thing, is that, you know, winds bring in new changes, water brings in new things, and that's the thing too, is like, it's very much like bringing something to you. At the same time, sure, winds can blow things away, water can wash things away, waves, but I think more so, kind of combined, like even the logos, right? The logos kind of have like a sun to them, so it's a lot more of like that symbolism of like, okay, new day rising, winds are like, you know, the term winds that change, right? Winds are bringing things in, waves are bringing things in, so it's like,
Wind
okay,
of destruction.
yeah, it's like, okay, now what is this going to bring then? Yeah, because then if it's like, if we get like another kind of environmental like story, I kind of doubt that. I kind of doubt we'll get more like environmental thing where it's like, okay, because you're presented with this idealized thing, and Pokemon's always like that, where like the Pokemon world is very much like idealized, and it's a utopia, and everything's magic and perfect, except for maybe like some bad guys, but you can always beat them. But even still, I'm wondering how far are they going to go with that? How much are they going to present like whatever the threat of this game is? Like, how much are they going to say that that's a threat? Are they really going to like touch on things, or is it going to be like actual kind of environmental type stuff, or is it going to be like the general type? You know, is it going to really say something? Because, you know, as cool as this place looks and as beautiful as the nature looks, it's like, well, you know, and oh, you know, look, we got a mill. Hang on, where was the mill? It's like, look, wind power, and is this nice nature, and so on and so on, but there's still like a big old resort just built into the place. Where's the shot with the resort? Show me the resort. Yeah, see, win. Oh, also, you know, shoot, we're showing win. But it's like, okay, look at this. This, as cool as this looks, and is like, okay, the architecture of it is very like, hey, look.
Overcomplicated as all hell and back.
Yeah, but it's very like, look, we're super modern and super eco, and there's grass everywhere. It's like, it's still a big old structure just built on the side of an island. So we
don't know. Mm-hmm. What does it do? We don't know.
Yeah. So I'm curious of like how, if, you know, whatever kind of commentary, I'm curious of how deep it really will be. So I forgot, I was on a tangent. The whole thing, Winds and Waves. I think Winds and Waves are good names. Hey, thank you, Cash Cruise, for subscribing.
Hey, nice.
So, I think Wind and Wave are good names. Like, they flow so well. Pokemon Winds and Waves?
WW, yeah.
Yeah,
no, I just need a third version of E, and then just have that one's main legendary be some wrestler from beyond time and space.
WWE! Because, like, you know, Sword Shield flows really well.
Yes, the old favorite SS.
No! So, Winds, Waves. Yeah. I think they're good names.
I guess, finally, if I had to do complaints, do that. I want villains again. Have the person who made that ugly tower be the worst person ever that we have to fight, and then they, either we push them off, or they comedically stumble off it into the waves. Or
oh, wait.
The winds.
Also, no one's talking about this, but we got the new nurse design.
It's just a noise in a safari hat.
Can you zoom in on YouTube? Can't you zoom in on YouTube, or how do you?
Take a pull it up on your phone, take a screenshot, crop that screenshot, and then zoom in.
Yeah, no, there's a way to like zoom in just on YouTube, isn't there? Or is it only?
Be like the reporters of old and make the most grainiest zoomed in picture ever, and then start commenting.
We'll go back. All right. So I guess, what do you rate the trailer?
It does show me a Pokemon. It shows me the environments. Having the Pikachu's favorite aunt and uncle coming on by is pretty neat. I'm gonna say, in terms, because it doesn't really show much other than just Pokemon and the environments it's in, it is a very nice teaser trailer, I guess. It is showing me a lot of places that I'm gonna be around. So I'll give it like a solid 8, 9.
Yeah.
Probably more of an 8. Because again, it's not really showing off the gameplay, it's not showing off the vibes or story. It is just a proof of concept. Here's where you're going to be going around. Here's things you're going to be seeing. Which, hey, you know what? I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great first trailer. And I'm totally fine with that 2027 release day. I'm looking forward to everything else we'll hear. And, you know, this year for Pokemon, I think that, though there's a good amount, like, as much as I think that, like, I was expecting this to be, like, 30th anniversary game released this year, and this is the big thing we look forward to. And I'm fine if they don't release it this year, because, you know, hopefully they can, you know, really make it something special then. But at the same time, I think we're getting a good amount of, like, nothing's happening this year for Pokemon. When it's like, I don't know, we had 25 minutes of everything happening this year for Pokemon.
Yeah. Which, hey, you know, some people may feel like that's not that much, but I'd say it's still pretty good enough.
Yeah. I mean, we did talk about how, like, a lot of Pokemon side games are like, if it's not for you, then, well, it's not for you. If you don't like it, then you don't have to. And
It is content. And even if it's not content aimed for you, it is still content for someone else.
because it's
So
like,
I'd say it's...
yeah, like this Cafe Remix, I'm not going to play this, you know. As cute as it looks, I'm not going to be chomping at the bit for whatever updates there are.
You don't want to play the mobile?
Pokemon Go, I'm not going to open Pokemon Go again.
I haven't opened it since the first day it launched.
I'm not going to boot up Pokemon Sleep. I never downloaded it. Unite. I might try Unite out a bit. TCG Pocket. I'm off of TCG Pocket forever. I hate it.
Oh.
You know, this is exciting. And then, let's see. Yeah, that game, actually, so that's the thing. It's like, it's a lot of re-releases. Which is good. But, of course, if you're someone who has played every game, then it's like, well, no new experience, except for, I guess, Pokopia. But again, we're saying how it's like, yeah, that one's not for everyone.
I suppose it isn't one question or wonderings of like, why did it take so long for these things to go out? But that's an entire other controversy for another day.
I think the Presents overall was okay. Like, yeah, start to finish, the Pokemon Presents, I think was okay. The trailer for Winds Waves, I think was really good. That's my take on it.
Overall, I think it I'd say it all works pretty fine too. I'd say it all looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I remember playing those old collecting games way back, but I don't remember much about them because, again, I could never really find them again, and trying to figure out another way to do it was just never at the top of my list. So maybe this might be enough.
Yeah.
At the very least, it will give me more of, man, this is a cool thing. I wonder how we can expand upon it or neglect it for the next 20 years.
Yeah. Otherwise, we got a whole year of like a bunch of other franchises and things to come out. Let's make our own franchises.
I'm gonna open up a pizza place that serves nothing but wings, and people are gonna be confused by the name.
Let me get back to writing my book, and then, let me get back to writing my web novel, and then I'll just put that out this year.
I still need to give you edits. I read over it. So far, I'm liking it. I just keep forgetting to actually go back to the passages I wrote down on a notebook and was like, okay, I got to put these in notes. That way, nice. You can see what I was thinking about. Nice.
Which, thank you. I was taking a little bit of a break of it because I wanted to finish up the channel stuff first, and then I'll get back to writing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I've been slacking on giving you back report my thoughts on it.
I mean, you're good. I mean, I didn't go deep into like the notes that you wrote on it either just yet. So I'm like, yeah, let me wait until I can give myself like a good writing marathon and kind of get through it. But yeah, that's all stuff that, I mean, I've referenced it on the channel during streams, but that's all stuff that hopefully we can share soon.
Yay.
Yes. But I think that was a pretty decent takeaway. It was a good talk. Let me just see. It's like one or two things in chat. The water and Winds and Waves look good. Winds and Waves is a step in the right direction. That's true. That I agree with. Step in the right direction. That is how I would say. I would say that I think that this game is how Pokemon should be looking on Switch 2. Or at least it's how maybe it should have been looking. But it's how I think it looks good. I will see. Then again, like, you know, I liked ZA. And I was really interested from all the trailers and the demo that I got to play. After finishing ZA, I will say I still like it, but it's not in my top Pokemon games.
Really?
Yeah.
You rated that low?
I mean, not low, but
You put it in the bottom tier of greatest games of all time?
why'd they split every Pokemon game in this tier list? Didn't I do one recently that was like... No, we shouldn't do a tier list. I was like, let's wrap up with a tier list, but I'm like, that's too long. They made too many Pokemon games. They should start deleting Pokemon games, IMO. Yeah, Pokopia
Even if
Mobile
they
Instance.
could, like, even if we started just deleting Pokemon games wholesale, then you're just kind of left with blanks of what were they even doing that year?
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, I think we're good. Here, I didn't expect to be yapping for so long. Anyway,
Neither did I. I thought I'd just pop in, say a meme, and then dap out.
nah, I mean, hey, you helped out. Your check is in the mail.
Yay. I can finally afford a block of cheese this month.
Dang it! I was gonna say because I like the stupid the your check is in the mail meme. But anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Right.
Well, at least let me end the stream, and then if you okay, let me just end the stream. I think that was a pretty good one. I had a good Pokemon day. I had a fun one. Happy Pokemon Day, everyone. True. Thank you. It was a fun
Really
one.
good time. Thank you for having me.
Oh, sure. Of course. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Glad you could. I liked how this stream went. So, I didn't make my schedule yet for next week. But next week, I will say that Pokopia is coming out. So, I'll be posting my schedule on... Sunday, as usual. Which, by the way... Oh, yeah. Here. We got a lot of retweets here, but... A lot of Pokemon Day retweets, but... Oh, wait, no, didn't I pin it? Am I stupid? Oh, I did... What? I thought I pinned it on my profile. Or did I delete... Oh, no. Here we go. So I gotta do this more often where I make a schedule and post it, but... Stream schedule, so I'll post it on Sunday, but basically, with the whole rebrand, right? We got all this going on. I'm very happy with all the new visuals. All my, everything. Which, if you missed that stream, that's still there. That's still there on the channel, so... It'd be greatly appreciate if you could do that. Stick around. We'll be putting out a lot more videos after all the news from Pokemon Day. A lot more Winds and Wave discussions, but we'll be throwing back to some retro stuff as well, especially with Fire Red and Leaf Green out. You got any last words you want to share?
I hope everyone has a good time. I hope everyone enjoys their Pokemon Day. Always remember that even after we are all gone from this world, there will be Pokemon 2000. Because they won't stop making these. Even the AIs that take over the Earth will keep making these because they're so addictive.
We already got Pokemon 2000. That was the movie with Lugia.
I mean, 2,000 years from now, 4,000.
Pokemon 4000. True.
The 2000th Pokemon game in the franchise.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We had a good one. Live stream every Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to about 5 p.m. We're wrapping up a bit early today because I'm not playing a game. But otherwise, normally I play games. Next week, gonna be Pokopia back-to-back. And then after that, we'll be finishing up Pokemon Blue, which I was in the middle of for the 30th anniversary right before that wraps up. Anyway, I think that's about all I got to say. And it's Gatorx. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And as I look over here so you see the stupid side of my face. Anyway, oh wait, yeah, I gotta get better. I need a stream deck is what I need. Anyway, this is Gatorx. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.